Doubleheader for these guys. Tuesday night they do What Fire Cannot Burn. Wednesday night they do The Catalyst at St. Ricketts. www.stricketts.com. I'll put the guys on pause here for a second so we gotta get right to it. Wednesday night. And it started some 2 years ago for us. A little over 2 years ago. So happy anniversary to our great friend Angela Marie. And Angela, I couldn't believe when you said 2 years ago. And it started with actor Roger Dorman.
Yes.
On what was, as J.D. Wolf used to say, Yo 2.0, which I think we're going to go back to using instead of Yo Wednesday.
I like that.
I like 2.0. I love it. Good evening, everybody.
I like anything as long as I get to get on it. That's
wow.
Bad. Let's start off on the, wrong foot here.
Right, exactly. Thank you, J.D. Wolf. I do like 2.0. Last night we had a great time. Ray from Happy Hour Podcast was on with us for the Yo Show with me and Joel. Terrific. He's a great time. His show is very cool. Check out the Happy Hour Podcast. I guess co-host that sometime. Oh, you know what? One of these nights we got to get you the guest co-host with me on Happy Hour Pod because they got a little crudeness to them.
And I'm the mouth that says anything. I get what you're saying. Yeah,
it's right up your alley. I'm going to mention it to Ray because Drew had a blast, but he got her with a little bit of shock factor last night. And I know shock factor passes you a little bit.
No, not at all. I feel like my lip is crooked. It's probably my camera. Whatever. I don't know. I don't care. I look human, okay? That's enough for me.
You actually look terrific tonight.
Well,
I'm going to say. You really brought it. Very professional. I love it.
That's the contour to hide the double chin and the lip filler,
That's why I've got a beard. My man James Cox from When Words Fail, Music Speaks. Hey all, what is up, James? Thanks for tuning in tonight, dude. Another great program. Another guy passionate about the music and the music stars. Although tonight, we're not quite doing music or music stars. We're doing a star in some right now. Adult film star and an awesome individual. I had a chance to, again, do Happy Hour Pod when she was on the one night. And I love her. I think she's terrific. She's cool. She's gorgeous. And she is one hell of an adult film star coming up around 8:30 as long as the links work because Jeff screwed low up. Vividly Vixen is expected to be our special guest tonight around 8:30. And Angela, I got to tell you, Viv is terrific. A lot of fun. She's very into the podcast thing. So she comes on, she chats, smiles, has a great time. I'm excited.
So can you give me like a heads up though? Like, do I need to be like me or do I need to filter myself a little bit so I can prepare? Because if I'm not prepared, then, all hell breaks loose.
You can be you.
Okay, that works. That works.
Yeah, definitely be you, of course. And
by the way, you have no idea how long this took. Just saying.
Really? Jules says
yeah,
the same
I had
thing.
my day off today. Okay, so I was like, hair wasn't even brushed, in pajamas, like, yeah. Although I did make the best pot pie tonight.
That does sound good as well. A hello to the real Beckini on Twitch. Woman I had the pleasure of talking to and talk about her show and maybe get her a guest spot one of these Wednesday nights. She's very much into the streaming aspect and the realism of it, which is very cool. So thank you for tuning in. And I get you. Joel always says, Jules, I have no idea what went into this hair, makeup, and I'm like, I just kind of combed my beard and slapped on a hat.
The top up is what matters. Like, I'm in pajamas on the bottom, like... Listen, nobody sees that except, I don't know why I say nobody sees that because in reality, I call myself out on it every single time. So, yeah. It is
wow.
It is.
She says she's terrible at makeup, but you look amazing. You do. You look terrific.
Thank you.
Really
I don't do this often. Definitely don't do this often.
We appreciate it. We appreciate the times that you do join us on Wednesdays. We always have a lot of fun. Tonight should be great with Vividly Vixen. We had a little snag with our StreamYard link, so I hope people were able to find us and get here. And if not, we'll force the replay down your throat. I don't know what happened. I had to schedule to start at noon. And then I couldn't
all I heard
change
was
it.
down your throat, and you lost me there.
There you go. That's about the norm, about what we do here. What are you drinking there? What do you got, coffee, tea?
Yeah, no, I got coffee. It may or may not be spiked, but it's coffee.
I got to tell you.
With my Ouija cup. Like my
Oh, I
Ouija
like
board
that.
costume.
I remember it well.
Because I have issues.
Gracious. No issues there.
Except with the dead, you know. Trying to conjure them and shit like that.
Yeah, yeah, people were definitely trying to conjure stuff on that Ouija board that evening. um, and I'm not trying to put a spin on it anyway, but you got the headset,
I know.
the
I feel
makeup
like
and glasses. You look like a receptionist or a phone operator or something like
it's so funny because, like, my new job, I'm always on the phone. But, like, every time I put this on, I feel like a weird airline pilot. Like, go this way. And you told me I was too loud when I didn't have them on. So, well, here I
Yeah,
am.
it's StreamYard. It's ultra sensitive.
Well, it just sucks. My laptop, I mean, it's a great laptop. It's actually my daughter's. I may or may not have stolen it from her. But either way, I have AirPods and it's like the newest generation and I can hear you on them, but I can't talk through them. So, like, what a shit is that?
That is a shit. It's definitely a shit.
Marry white girlfriend? Fill me in.
Marry white girlfriend, y'all. We've seen this before. I don't really know what this is. Brandon Stevens, marry white girlfriend, y'all. That's the second time we've gotten him. I don't
They
know
are
why.
expensive. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, the technology is, and this one makes me laugh. This microphone was a decent mic. I think I spent like 40 or $50 on it. And I got it on Amazon, so it's supposed to be cheaper, but I like it. It's done well. But I have
Yeah, I
a.
like when things are close to your mouth.
I have a. Where the hell was I? Oh, so I got like. Outside of this, I got a flat hour. I got a flat hour ring light here, flat hour light over there, a ring light I got for free that somebody lent me, and
you just never gave back. So
Yeah.
last year for Christmas, I got my daughter a microphone, and I remember telling you about it because I was so excited. I was like, "I'm gonna use it," and I got her this ring light, and within like 2 days, somehow she broke the ring light, and the microphone doesn't work on the damn laptop. I'm like, way to buy myself a gift that's supposed to be your gift, but I was gonna use like.
Man, you blew it for yourself and
I blew
her.
This is
Wow.
literally like the headset that was like made for my daughter when she went to school during COVID. This is her laptop from it. Like,
Wow.
you know, she stole my youth and my body. I can steal her electronics.
I guess so. I can't really speak on that. Nobody's ever stolen this great body.
You hear that, wifey? Remember what he just said? He just said
That's
that
right.
shit.
She didn't steal it. She borrows it.
Oh, I'm so I'm telling her right now.
Go ahead, call her up. Tell her I said hi, by
am.
the way. But yeah, like I said, and even these are like $15 like video game headphones. So I think we do all right. Although everyone's like, "Oh, I'll get better equipment." Yeah, you know how much this
You made
stuff
me feel like such a
costs?
secretary since you called me out on it.
I like that little secretary thing you got going on. Take
The
your
glasses
glasses
off.
off later. Let the hair, yeah, you know.
Let
saying
the
it.
hair down. My
I was
hair's
gonna
already
say, let
down.
the
I ain't got
hair's
much
already
of
down.
it, but it's down.
I was gonna say it is already
Okay.
down. But anyway, let's catch up because it has been a while,
It has
and
been.
although we don't share the deepest intimate secrets on here, it's just like what's been up, what's been going on. Welcome back to Angela. Just missed the 2-year anniversary. It's actually, I think back in late September, but 2
See,
years.
it just
So
came
what's
up on
up?
Facebook memories. So my daughter is everything.
Right.
Thank you.
I agree.
Agreed.
Right? Yeah, I'm with you.
My daughter, I always told her go big or go home. I did not mean that with her bones though.
Oof, that's right. Yeah.
So the second to the last time I was supposed to come on, my daughter decided, hey, I'm going to break my elbow. I need emergency surgery and put a screw in it.
Yeah. Wow, that was something.
So she broke, 2 places and dislocated it. And then the second time I had to put my dog down. So it's been like a total shit show. Bright side though, I got a great job, which I love, and I'm not
Congratulations.
hurting myself. So, that's a plus. And I still humanized myself for tonight. So,
You look very humanized. JD Wolf
Yeah.
in the house, our good man.
She did good.
Yeah, you're bringing it tonight, and I'm gonna behave. I got you. I
Yeah,
got
okay.
Vividly
You
Vixen.
behave.
As long,
Yeah.
yeah, I know, right? As long as she gets here. And last night, like I said, so last night on the show on Tuesday, we had Ray from Happy Hour Podcast. I told Angela pre-show the happy hour is a little different than ours. Ray's very big on the shock factor. Very big on the, I'm going to say it whether it lands or not. And
That sounds like me. What do you mean?
and he said that's a little bit of the alter ego, a little bit what I see out of you when you come on my show. So I'm like, actually, we do it Wednesdays too. I love Ray. Yeah, Ray's awesome. I said Wednesday was kind of that idea. Jewel takes the night off. I get to be a little different, and it worked well with the likes of Angela because, like the first
mouth who says anything.
right for the first time she used the mouth that says anything.
I still love doing it at the bar though, like having that trivia quiz.
That was
thing.
pretty cool.
Like,
we did have it. We gave away money and
we did, and honestly, like I was surprised because some of those questions were like really easy, and people weren't getting it. Did you see? Look, that's her elbow. Wait, where's the?
There it is. I can't. You gotta go a little
it's a screw.
If you can. Oh Jesus!
It's the screw.
Man.
Yeah, she did good.
The doctor did good. God forbid. Oh my God.
Well, the doctor did great. After the shit show, it turned out to be a fabulous time. But yeah, she did good. You live and you learn. She's young.
Oh, no, let the raid come. We love being rated by Twitch. So if you can, absolutely.
Yeah,
very cool. The first time it ever happened, I never forget it. It was me and Jewel. And I started seeing all these weird comments. I'm like, Jewel, what the hell's going on here? We're being spammed to death. And she's like, I have no idea. And it's just all these different emojis and stuff. And I'm like, somebody just messaged me like a minute after, like, oh, you're being rated, dude. Just sit back and enjoy and say hello to everybody. It was very cool. So we appreciate it.
Speaking of spam, do you like spam?
You know what? I do like spam, which is unusual. And
it's
spam and eggs.
For you, but it is so good.
Dude, it's like...
spam and eggs, spam and mac and cheese. Like, I could eat
spam and eggs, spam and mac and cheese.
What about spam and Reese's? Come on. You guys know what movie that's from.
No, I don't.
I am so disappointed in you. Adam Sandler?
We like rape. Thank you. I eat spam in the army. No, I don't. Ooh, Jesus.
I love spam. I ate a lot of MREs growing up. Some of them were delicious.
So spam and Reese's. I don't know the movie.
It's from 50 First Dates.
I get.
I'm a movie junkie. Spam is.
How did you read that from all your area? That's fast. That's good.
Because I got eyeballs. Duh. Spam is like, I would say, a can of uncut pork roll, but a little bit saltier. So you slice it up and fry it up, but it is literally like pork roll, just saltier.
Perfect. Well, the question might come back, what is pork roll? Because keep in mind, around the country is Taylor ham.
If you don't know what pork roll is, then you need to visit the area because there's no explanation except for an orgasm in your mouth.
Pretty much.
That tastes good. That an orgasm in your mouth that you want to swallow. Sorry, let me clarify here.
The one that doesn't make hands go.
I hate you. You know what? I knew this was going to happen today, especially with who we had on. I was like, he is going to use this to the extreme tonight.
Dude, it's only, you have to. And it is interesting. Spam and pork roll.
Still better than an Alabama Hot Pocket.
Oh, Jesus. And what was the other things we were looking at? Oh, talk about that
we
later.
looked up a lot of them. I'm like,
yeah. And I tell them, when it comes to the pork roll, by the way, I tell them to kill it. I like it burned, crispy pork roll. Oh, yeah.
People like scrapple that way, and I hate scrapple. I can't get down with scrapple.
Not a big fan, but it's got to be burnt. Like, it's got to be like
nope. Sorry,
Cajun style.
Oh, ew.
Is that another?
I can eat a lot of like weird shit. Like when I was younger, I ate pig stomach, and when they say pig stomach, it was really like sausage and like potatoes just encased in it, and that was how it cooked. You didn't actually eat the stomach itself. I've eaten everything from jellyfish to shark, as much as I hate saying that, to gator to ostrich. Cannot get down with scrapple. Can't do it.
I'm reading again. I forgot what the Alabama Hot Pocket was.
Seriously, you forgot what that was?
I forgot.
Listen, y'all, I'm not going to sit here and destroy your night by me saying it.
Yeah,
if you feel as though you can handle Googling what a Alabama Hot Pocket is, I'm giving you a heads up now. You might be disturbed, but do it. It's one of those messed up things that I know.
that was like what, blueberry waffle?
No, I think it's definitely worse than that.
Worse than that, really?
Did you not just Google and see what it was?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, tell me it's not worse than that.
Okay, maybe it's worse than that. Remember, we're gonna try a couple with Vividly Vixen when we get her on and ask her if she knows what some of these are. I forgot what that was, and I just looked. And I'm like, wow. And I forgot. Well, was it blue waffle? Is the other one? It's just that's wrong.
What was the thing that I had you look up before, and I couldn't remember what it was, and I even had you pull up a video. You actually showed part of the video. It was a tampon for cleanup. What the hell was that called again?
It was like a sperm vacuum or sperm scoop or something bizarre.
I'm gonna Google it, but I just can't. By the way, guys, spooge skeeves me out, but I don't mind learning disgusting shit. I'm literally gonna type in tampon for spooge, see if it comes up.
Yeah, Wednesday's definitely gonna be different than Tuesday.
I told you guys. Come on now, you should already know.
It's been a while. I miss you.
Oh, I missed you too. People gotta stop getting hurt.
Right?
My life can't handle that. There is not enough whiskey. No, I'm only kidding.
Between you and Jules' job, man, you gotta realize Tuesdays and Wednesdays are my night.
My new schedule, I love my new job. I love going in a little later. I get to work out in the morning or be lazy, whatever I decide I want to do. But my hours, getting done, it sucks. Between having pool and then trying to be on the show and then having a 9-year-old and being a cheer coach, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted thinking about the next week without the previous week being over.
I got you. Did you ever find the name of this sperm thing?
I hate that you make me laugh like that.
Because I typed in sperm vacuum and I'm getting penis pump and sperm retrieval treatments.
Why?
Do vacuum erectile devices work? What has happened here? I tried to find a little clip thing and I'm totally off the rails.
I know, we had it. And I don't know where we had it at.
Jesus.
All right, hold on, wait. All right, I might have to Google it differently.
I'm sitting there telling everybody and even Vividly Vixen, I'm telling everybody how our show's so different than happy hours. We're very calm and laid back, and here I am with trash mouth all over.
The dripstick!
The dripstick! Oh my God, that is it.
I do warn people before I come on, listen, if you are offended easily or grossed out easily or anything like that, do not watch when I'm on.
No.
Okay. So you just to torture people. That's cool. I'm down with that.
Remember, I do happy hour with Ray. It's a whole different side of me, and then I do the regular show with Jules. So I don't warn. I just go, and whatever happens.
You know what I miss?
What they made What do you miss?
I miss Jeffney.
Oh, I miss Jeffney. Is she still in the house? I forget.
I don't know. Is she still in the house?
I did a little cleanup to get rid of some of the pictures to make room for others. Wait a minute. Yep.
Yes.
Still in the house.
Hot. She is hot.
She is hot.
Listen.
Dripstick, the cum sponge. Okay. Designed to absorb excess cum after sex. Eliminates post-sex drippy discomfort. Soft medical grade sponge. Where exactly do you put this thing?
Seriously?
Vividly, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in my ear hole.
She already looks shocked.
I'm going to put it in my ear hole because I think that's where that's going to go.
We're going to hide the picture of my face. It is, it's definitely
you don't want Jeffney up there while we're talking about a dripstick?
No, I don't. Because I don't want to know what Jeffney does in her free time.
So I have a question. I know you sent me, your whole kit and caboodle, and I'd pay this much attention to that.
Yes.
What is your opinion on what the hell is going on with Brittany lately?
Well, dude, I mean, she's selling a book, and that's the kind of things you do. And no disrespect.
She's selling a lot more than a book.
No disrespect to Matthew Perry, rest in peace, but when he did his book, he laid out everybody. That's how they sell them books, man. And here she comes.
I know, but I do. I feel for that girl. I was all about the whole free Britney movement, but I don't know. She's got me. She's got me worried.
I'm
And
so
I'm sorry, I
mad.
have never heard no fake knives make them sounds.
Right. I'm so mad about it that I just might make her wait a few minutes before having sex with me now. I wouldn't just jump right
Just
at it. I
a
make
few.
her wait.
Just a
I
few.
make her wait a little bit.
I'd make a shower. She likes to lay naked on the beach. That's just gotta hurt.
Jesus. Gee, it hurts
It is.
me.
And you know what? Listen, I get what she does. And I give her that she's active because I'm too lazy to get out there and try to dance and like lose weight, every day. That's why like you're only seeing from here up because here down is just a whole other ball game. But that girl cannot dance. I'm sorry.
No, she can't, right?
No, she can't, like at all. And like, here, let me wear the skimpiest shit and dance in the same spot and just spin in circles and play with sharp objects. Like,
let me know when this gets bad because it sounds like a dream night to me.
isn't she like, didn't her husband leave already?
I don't know if he did.
I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that they like already separated. Well, I mean, when you wear a thong and nothing else to your wedding and make out with Madonna, which, hey, I ain't gonna be mad at her for that, but like, I think he kind of figured out what he was getting into really quick.
Real quick. All right, let's get with it. Speaking of people who are about to find out what they're getting into, our special guest is backstage. And like I said, a couple weeks back, I met her on the Happy Hour podcast. And I just had so much fun. And she was so great. It's pretty damn beautiful. And like, how about my show? And she's like, nope, I think you suck. So I had to send several thousands of dollars her way.
Show.
Right, exactly. The Yo Show. So let's bring her out. An awesome adult entertainer, a wonderful human being, and somebody who's now loving the podcast circuit. Let's get up for the beautiful Miss Vividly Vixen, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi.
Yes.
Nice to see you again.
It's
How
great
are
to see you again.
Good.
Thank you so much for coming on. And I know it's, I talk about the competitive field of podcasting, and everybody does something different, this, that, and the other thing. And normally I ask Ray, hey, is it cool that I ask when your guests that are on? He's like, yeah, and vice versa. Well, I got so excited that they're doing the show with you, Viv. I just ran to your Instagram like, hey, can I have it coming on my show? And I didn't even mention it to Ray or nothing. I just raced for it. So thank you for that.
Oh, no, thanks for having me. I've been excited about this. When you said November 8th, I'm like, oh, it's so far away. But
Yeah, but all good things happen a lot quicker than you think they do.
Isn't that the damn truth?
Amen to that.
Yeah.
That is the truth.
Yesterday, I thought it was Wednesday, like all day.
Honestly, I thought it was Wednesday all day too. So like, I'm ready
it's
to
the time
get.
change.
It is. It's that, and just there's not enough hours in the day or days in the week.
Yeah, or daylight hours, especially now.
Especially
the
now,
crap
yeah.
part.
And then,
Like, what,
I mean,
5:30, like it's dark already. This is some
what the hell
shit.
happened? It's time to go to bed.
I want to say it was like 4:35 or some shit today, and I looked outside and I'm like, that is depressing. Like, and then I go back to being 6, and it's like, oh my god, the streetlights are on. Like that early?
Yeah.
I don't
You
like
want to
it.
like crawl into bed and you're like, oh man, it's gotta be
Yeah.
bedtime. What time is it? You're like, it's only 7. What is this?
Yeah,
It just makes you feel old. You're like, you don't want to go out and party. You don't want to. Like the sun goes down, I go down with it, and it's so hard to function in the winter.
Nope, fully agree. Fully agree with
Yeah,
that one.
I get. So I try because, like, in the summertime, you'll work till 5 or 6, and you go home and it's sunny out. So you're like, all right, I still got some life ahead of me. I still got
Yeah.
a day to live. And this shit here, you're like, all right, night's over, going to bed at 5 o'clock.
I want to go to bed at 5 o'clock. I do. Everybody tells me I'm the oldest person in my pool team, even though I'm not. It's just because I'm like ready to go to bed when the sun goes down. Like, nope, comfy pants, we're good.
You're just diurnal. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, some people
Yeah,
are
right?
nocturnal, and some people just go with the sun. So I'm the sun version myself.
See, I'd rather be up all night,
late.
but that's
Oh.
only. I'd rather be up all night, but that's if I can sleep during the day. I don't get that luxury, so now I'm
Yeah.
becoming a morning person.
And
You're
it's-
forcing your way there with a cup of coffee.
I know,
With the
right?
Ouija board on it.
See, thank
Make me
you.
stay awake.
Yeah.
And it's funny though because you think and you say like time to party, etc. And I think we talked about this on Happy Hour. People hear like adult film stars, adult content, that world. Everybody thinks 24/7 on the go, living it up, partying it up. And here you're like 7 o'clock, I'm ready for bed. Is it really as action packed as people think it is?
Is Hollywood really as awesome as everyone thinks it is too? I mean,
Great point. Great point. Yep.
um, I mean, and there's so many different versions and different ways you can be in the industry now, so it's hard to answer that question from like other people's perspectives.
Sure.
But I mean, from my own perspective, um, it's just there's a lot of work, there's a lot of planning, there's a lot of scheduling like online, like with posts and stuff like that, and covering all the different platforms, and then just if you don't have someone that edits your videos and stuff for you, and like puts you can sit there and film for 2 hours, and you might only end up having like a 20-minute video, just
Right.
because you like there's breaks and stuff in between, and you had to change lighting, or the camera dies and whatever. Lord only knows. There's always something. Someone starts bleeding somewhere, like
Yeah.
whatever. So yeah, it just kind of depends. I mean, there's a lot of work involved, and so I always try to keep like the part that we film like fun, and it's just hard because I'm a perfectionist. So I'm like, no, 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 we have to put it right there, and like I have to catch myself and like, okay, no, you know what, fuck it, let's do it, let's go with
Well,
it.
she kind of beat me to saying that. You are absolutely right. A lot of people think that it's so easy and there's a lot of work going into it. What do you think the most challenging aspect of what you do is?
Like physically, mentally, like
Both?
socially,
Yeah,
All
let's
the
go
above?
emotionally. I
both.
mean, like there's
Let's
so
go
many
all the
different
above.
ways. I mean, socially, it's really weird because like especially if your family doesn't understand. I know personally, my whole family, they already kind of associated me as being like the black sheep of the family, and then I don't know. I just kind of told them to fuck off, and now they
I
just
like
don't ask me anything, and I'm just kind of not a
already
part of the
down with
family
it.
anymore. But it's okay because they give me my privacy now, and it's like okay, I don't ask what you do on a day to day, every minute basis. So like you don't
Right.
need to know why I have to go down to Tampa or why I'm going to Miami. Like you don't need to know that, and they
Right.
just leave me alone. But now I'm also like I don't have any like friends anymore as far as my family goes. So,
Well, I'll be your friend.
Oh. Yeah, we'll be your
but
friend. You got friends here for life. It's it. It took
Just
like
a
one
heads up.
meeting.
I'm a little batshit crazy, but in a fun way. So just giving you the heads up. If
That's
you
the only
accept
way
that
that you
friendship
can be. That's how you
invitation,
get through life. You just gotta just, a little bit of crazy, a little, it's,
absolutely. Now,
it's too
like
short.
when it comes down to the job, what do you think like the biggest challenge is? Even if it is mentally, like it could be mentally, it could be physically. Like when you are doing what you do, what do you think the biggest challenge that you face is, even if it's not on a daily basis?
Um, I think the biggest challenge is having relationships with people that you care about, especially
Oh,
like
all
significant
right.
others. I think that's probably the hardest part. It's
I
nice when they're involved in it, but it's weird. Like there's no book that's written on it. There's no like
right,
standard that you were raised to believe in of like, yeah, like when
right,
you grow up, you're gonna go to school and get your degree, and then you're gonna go get a job, and then you're gonna find someone nice to marry and pop out kids and blah blah blah, live your life. Like that's how we've been kind of programmed.
right.
And so there's no instruction manual on this, so it's kind of like just kind of go as you go. I think that's the
Right,
hardest
but you
part.
know what? You seem to love what you do, and that's kind of all that matters, regardless of what challenges you face. You seem like you overcome them and are able to continue doing what you love. And it is honestly like a good career. Not everybody's built for it, but not everybody's built to be in customer service either.
Yeah, I hated having bosses.
Yeah,
That
no, they do
fuck
suck.
that. That's the best part, I think, is just being able to make my own schedule and just do whatever the fuck I want. Like that's
Right.
Yeah.
And not have anybody necessarily to like 100% answer to.
yeah. But like anybody
Right.
that owns like their own business, even like vanilla businesses, like if you own your own business, like you never stop working and it's the exact
True.
same. Like I
Right.
have to set limits for myself of like okay, I'm going to dedicate 2 hours in the morning, before I leave while I'm having my coffee and just kind of getting ready to do X, Y, Z. And then, at this point in time, in between this and this, and I'm going to set the time, for this. And like, and you need to spend time with like certain people that are in your life. Okay. Got to keep the phone down. That's a big thing because you can get sucked back into like, just working. And
Right.
it's just going to go, go, go. It'll never end. So you have to learn when, like, you can't just expend all your energy, like
Right. No, absolutely.
and
I
you just
understand
burn
that.
out fast. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I've always tried to like just go slow with everything and like a little bit at a time. And like now at this point, like I have like it's pretty fairly fluid system, but it's
Right.
still it's not perfect yet. So I'm working on it.
So between like between the movies and like your OnlyFans, is there one that lets you kind of be totally your own boss, all your own shots? Like, is OnlyFans a little more, hey, this is me? Or is the movies like also the same kind of structure?
Like what do you mean? Like
So
only
on,
like different platforms? Like
well, like OnlyFans, I assume you're your own boss. Whatever you want to do, or however you want to do it, that's what you put out. Is movies kind of the same? You get to call your shots, or is everything kind of a script?
what do you mean by movies though? Like Hollywood wise? I
Nah,
wouldn't know.
films and films that you
I
do.
mean,
And,
I don't really know anything about that aspect. I was,
okay,
my I just I mean, like the different platforms that, like say like you advertise yourself on, whether like Instagram, Facebook, um like FetLife and Twitter and all that, like personally, like I'm a little bit different on each one of my platforms. I don't want to just like cookie cutter it all. And I
Right.
like some better than others too. Like if you go into my FetLife, it's night and day than what my Twitter is. But I also like my FetLife a lot more. I've been on there for like almost 13 years now. So as far as like advertising yourself in different ways, I don't know how everybody else chooses to do it, but I don't know. I just I'm more comfortable with certain audiences on this, like, and the Facebook platform is there's mostly like the swinger community. So am I going to go and post all my hardcore BDSM stuff on Facebook? No. uh, I'll definitely get banned, and I just finally got unshadow banned like this past weekend. So like, and I got they've passed me through to be monetized and stuff on there now too, so I'm like, yes, like
all right.
finally. It's been I've had that account for I don't know, probably 5 years or so, and yeah, they just banned me from like everything. I couldn't send out like friend requests and stuff, or like it was a nightmare. But anyways, they just randomly
Mm.
decided to not ban me. So I've been expanding on the Facebook one a little bit more.
Hey,
But
not being banned is
Congratulations.
always a good thing.
yeah, it's a
A
huge
rare thing
difference too.
nowadays. Yeah, sure.
Like all of a sudden you get like your insight like on all your posts, like you're like, oh, how I just had like 3,000 people in the past 45 minutes look at this thing, like how does that even happen? And,
Right.
a week ago it may have been three. Like it's a thing. It's really crazy how much control they have over you, which is also another good reason to platform out to different areas, because if one shuts you down, at least you have a backup somewhere
Right.
else,
Sure.
or hopefully
Absolutely.
something similar.
So now what necessarily, if you don't mind me asking, got you into doing what you're doing? Is this like something that maybe when you were younger you thought about, or is this something that like
That's a
you
good
just
question.
was in the right place at the right time, or a question arose and you were like, hey, you know what, I'll try it?
um Kind of a combination of like all of the above. I started off like freshly single and like going through like a rough patch. And I was going on Tinder dates and meeting different people, and getting my heart broke a lot, and started just thinking, well, people are going to be wasting my time. Um, I'm going to try to capitalize on it, and if the date goes well, then I'll film it and maybe I can make some money back and get paid for my time. So that's
Yeah.
kind of how it started out. And then
Not a
as
bad
far as if I
philosophy.
right, I mean, like if you're gonna go and spend all the time, especially as a woman, spend all your time like getting ready, like you like, especially, and if you have kids and stuff like that, you have to find a babysitter, you have to do all this, and then for what? 99% of the dudes are douchebags. Like, let's just be real. So I might as well get paid for my time. My time is worth something. So like whether it's a free meal or or
Right.
maybe make some extra content on the side and like mess around with that. Like okay, so that's how it started was that. But when I was it took me a while of being um, of doing this to really be able to admit that when I was younger, I idolized a lot of porn stars, and I always thought like they're beautiful, like they are at their most vulnerable being naked in front of people,
Yeah.
and they're
That takes
confident.
definitely a lot of self-confidence. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I
and
I shower in the dark, so
don't do that. Why would you do that?
because I don't want to see me. I mean,
Whatever. No, you gotta love yourself. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think you look like. If someone else is always gonna think worse about themselves. It's like you go to
amen
the
to that.
beach, you feel insecure about like your bathing suit, like of how you look and whatever. Like you just look around, and be like, I'm better looking than at least one other person
Yeah,
on this
I've
beach.
definitely done that. Like I've sat there like getting ready to go to the beach personally and been like, oh, I can't wear this. And then I walk around and I'm like, okay, you know what? I ain't that bad. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
when you're
Viv,
a
that's not
kid, like
fair.
you
I'm
Jeff,
friends with you
you
on
look,
Insta.
Jeff,
I'm
you look
friends with you on
hot.
Instagram, and I've seen your butt on the beach. Stop it.
Yeah, it's been on a lot of beaches. Not just the butt either. I hate wearing
Jeff looks
clothes.
great in a Speedo, just putting it out there.
Yes, he
Hey, you know
sure
what? If
does.
you got it, flaunt it. Or stuff
Hey,
it a little bit
right?
if you need to.
But you know what?
Right?
Even what you just said just inspired so many other people, like to just be happy and comfortable in who you are and what you have. You know what I mean? Instead of
We're not getting any
judging
younger.
based, yeah,
No, we're
like,
not.
and
We're not gonna get any
honestly,
better looking. Just live your life. Like it took me like realizing I'd look back at pictures from like 5 years ago and I'm like, man, I looked really good back then, but I remember not feeling like I did. And then, fast forward
Really?
another year or two, and you look back at that picture from the year or two ago, and you're like, man, I didn't think I looked good then,
right. I feel like
but I
we're
look
always
better
going
then
to
than I
be our
did
own
now.
worst
And I'm like, I'm
critics.
not going down that cycle. Like, I look good for what I
Yeah.
Right.
am. Like, and you just gotta just embrace it.
Yeah, no,
And
I
Yeah.
feel like we are definitely our own worst critic. Like,
Oh, for
absolutely.
sure. For sure.
it's funny because
Especially
like a lot of
women.
the a lot of the guys and friends of mine that'll tune in, either live or recorded, like, oh man, porn star, oh sexy, all that. I'm like, yes, and what you don't get about Viv is she's also beautiful. Like you're beautiful. You got like a great look about you,
Thank you.
a great presence, and that's it. It's why I enjoy you, and not that it's for the content. I like doing this. And when you said you were going to come on, I'm like, I'm thrilled about that. That's what people got to realize. You're all women, especially. Because men, we don't really, we care what we look like, but to a degree. Women definitely care. And if you see your female friends out there dialing up, you're like, look great today. Hair looks good today. Nice boobs. Well, not nice boobs, but you
Listen,
get it.
I said that putting my shirt on, so yes, we do say
Compliment.
that to ourselves, okay?
Yeah, no, it's nice to just get little reminders every now and then.
It is. And I also feel like there's a very big difference in those reminders. Like if somebody tells me, say I look beautiful versus, oh hey, you're a hot piece of meat, like you know what I mean? There's definitely different ways that people can voice the way that they feel to make you feel better about yourself or just, say something about who they are.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you just gotta, the world is tough enough as it is. You just gotta, if you not know what is it? There's a saying, um, leave no good thought left unsaid.
Oh, I like
If
that.
you,
I like
yeah, like,
that.
so if you
Yeah.
have something nice to say, and like I've always just, sometimes you think something and you don't spit it out for other alternative reasons that really at the end of the day don't make any difference. You just walk by a stranger and like you see their hat, like, I really like your hat, I really like your hair, or whatever it is. You
Yeah.
might have just made that person's day, and like, it'll come back around. It's good karma.
Yeah, no, I'm a firm believer that in a simple hi can change somebody's life. So, as you can tell, if you didn't watch even in the beginning before you came on, I have no filter. So I say anything and everything. And I would strike conversations with random people. Like, I could be standing there waiting across the street and be like, oh, hey, your skirt looks fabulous. For all I know, they're having a great day or they're having a really bad day. And that just made their day.
Yeah, it was people like you. I was always like, man, I wish I had enough like balls to say stuff, as I was always really shy and quiet and reserved and like just wanted to like hide. Like just growing up, and even just
It took
up
me some
until,
time.
5 years ago. It's like
Wow.
I didn't want any more attention on me than I just didn't want it. I wanted to just be invisible always. So
Wow.
I never like trained myself or thought that it was okay or felt comfortable like just
Right.
saying stuff to random
So
people.
now, is that a big change for you, being that you said like, you weren't, I'm not going to say the word shy, but we'll go with like more of the shy intellectual versus now being like seen and like people can recognize you when you're walking by. Like, do you feel any different about yourself now versus then?
Yeah, a little bit. I am still reserved, but I've kind of trained myself to like tell my inner shit to shut up and like just do it. It's been a work in progress. Like like the past 5 years I've changed a lot in the past 5 years, but I recognize like where I was like lacking, and what made me uncomfortable or gave me anxiety. And I was like, okay, well, how do we confront this? How do we change this? Because I don't want to feel that way.
Right.
So well, how do I change how I feel? Well, okay, what's the first step? And like I just started, because when I turned 30, that was kind of like my big my big like shocker. I was at literally like on my birthday weekend and I was like, I'm gonna have a bucket list and I'm just gonna cross it off, even if it's the dumbest, stupidest little things. Like I don't like cold water. Like anything that's like a rapid change in temperature, I'm not happy about it. But where I live, there's a bunch of freshwater springs and they stay 72 degrees year round.
You're in
And
Florida, right?
yeah. And so 72 degrees is cold as shit, especially when it's 98 degrees outside.
Well, when you're not used to it. Like when I moved there and I got into water in December, January, to Floridians, it was like, oh, this shit's cold. To me, I'm like, this is beautiful. So no, I get it.
Yeah, well, like that was one of my things. Like I always wanted to just jump in to the spring, and I never had the balls to do it because I was like, oh, it's so cold. I'm like, just man up and do it. Like, and then once you do it, it's like it's a totally different sensation.
It's invigorating.
And now I love doing it. Like I got 15 minutes. So, okay, I'll go jump in the spring real quick. Like just on my drive from point A to point B and whatever. So
You found your happy place in yourself.
yeah, I like challenging myself to like overcome my fears for sure. And I still have like a long list. Like I'm terrified of heights.
Wow.
I've gotten better. But
See, I've noticed I don't have a fear of heights. I have a fear of the sudden stop at the end.
That can go a lot of ways. I mean, many women worry about the sudden stop at the.
Well, yeah. But no, seriously,
I don't think
like,
about that. I mean, at that point, I just don't want the fall. I don't want the butterflies and like.
Yeah, exactly. Butterfly of the fall.
I mean, my heart would probably stop before it hit. But like, if I'm at the very top of a tall building, like you would think, like, oh, I'm afraid of heights. No, I'm not afraid of heights. If I know I'm 100% secure and I am not going anywhere, that is a beautiful view that I want to see all day, every day. But not being secure and being high up, it's like, no.
Not me.
So it's not the height. It's not the height that I'm afraid of. It's everything after the height.
Yeah, I'm a little freaked out by it when I drive past bridges and all. I look at I start looking. So I get you. I get that.
Yeah,
I
don't want bridges either. Like I drive a really big jacked up truck. So if you have to go like over a high bridge or if it's narrow, I'm like, all right, I can be in the center of the bridge as far away from the edge as possible. Like even if I'm in my truck and like where I live, there's a ton of bridges around me. And like even if you've never seen like the Sunshine Skyway, I mean, it's massive and it's got these big yellow beams and everything. And it's beautiful. And it's a marvel, really. But damn, do I hate driving across that thing? Like I've done it a ton of times, and every single time it's okay. I'm just gonna keep looking ahead.
Bodies of water next to you. Yeah.
I have to have either my window down or my hand on the window, John, to make it go down. Because if I'm going down, I don't want to sit there and have to hold my breath to kick a window out. I'm rolling that shit down on my way down, and that way I'm out the window like. Nope. Every time I go over a bridge, I have to do it. I'm weird.
That's interesting. I never thought about that. Yeah,
I know, right?
About the landing. Yeah.
Well, because they always tell you, like, I don't know about you guys, but like I remember being in school and then being like, oh, if you go in, you got to wait until the car fills up, and then there's going to be a pocket of air, and that's where you're going to take your last breath, and then you'll be able to bust out a window. I don't want to take all that time.
No.
Nope. If I'm going down, my finger's on that switch. Like I'm out that window. Like there is no waiting for shit to fill up in an air pocket and kicking shit out. No. I ain't taking the headrest
the windows
off.
Might protect you from like the additional impact of the water whooshing in and hitting, knocking you out.
Okay, so I'll roll the back window down.
All right, yeah. You
Listen, I never said it made sense to everybody else. It just makes me feel better. I know.
I was just thinking about that. I'm a little too literal sometimes.
Hey, that's
I am too, but there's somebody calling me out on my shit right now, so
that's pretty good. Doesn't happen often either.
No, it doesn't. Jeff, you're fired. She's taking your place.
Right?
Right.
Oh, Jesus.
Sign me up.
So
we have a hell of a show.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
We're already having a blast. I always do. And like I said, I love your outlook. Yeah. I'll send you all the payments too.
All right, I got you.
You send us your Speedo pictures from the beaches you're at.
Yes, there we go.
Yep, we need that.
That's I mean that I could buy that. If Vividly Vixen asks for me in a Speedo, it's gonna happen.
What if
we'll go take some selfies on the beach. You can wear your Speedo.
What if she asked for Jeffany in like that really tiny string bikini?
I'm down. I'm doing it.
Have you seen Jeffany yet?
I did see a picture when I was
while you were backstage, yeah. So if Vividly Vixen contacts me on social media and says, I want you with that blonde wig and a Speedo and a thong up your ass, you better guess where I'm at the next day. Right next to her with my arm around her with my thumb up. Like, that damn right.
Listen, I'll
Then
take the pictures for you.
oh,
my
after the
God.
picture, she's like, all right, dude, get lost. It's getting weird. Speaking of weird, and I know we talked about this on Happy Hour Pod, maybe a different one you may have. We're looking for the weirdest fan reaction or the weirdest reaction from a guy, maybe OnlyFans, maybe somebody who messages you. I know that weird one
Woman.
you
We
said.
got some weird women out there.
Yeah. The one you
not
said
one
on
of them.
Happy Hour was bizarre. You could share that one or a new one. What are some of the weirder requests that you've gotten?
Okay, so on Sunday, I had 2 in the same morning, which is rare. Like just to even get one at all. And I got 2 requests of men wanting to be my personal toilet slave.
Jesus.
Okay.
And yeah, they got into some detail on it, on what they wanted to do, and I probably shouldn't talk about that on here. I didn't. I don't think I responded. I think I responded to the one guy. I was like, "Oh, that sounds like quite the request," or something like that. But he was very detailed about like what he wanted, like total scat play. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think that's my thing. Don't think it says it on my profile, but I mean, how much are you gonna pay me to do it? Like, we could talk, maybe. I don't know.
Hey, listen, everything's got a number on it.
Yeah. Most people just want it for free, though. And then I actually just had, I think it was yesterday. And I'm only saying these are the ones that are just obviously recent, so it's fresh in my
Yeah.
memory. But I had some guy want me to like do tickle tours with him, like go and tickle people or like be his tickling assistant.
What?
I don't know. I was like, this is just, I'm not ticklish like anywhere. So
Yeah.
like, I'm like the worst person to ask to be your assistant. Like, what am I
Yeah,
supposed to
right?
be doing? Pretending to like laugh while you touch me in inappropriate places? Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, how uncreative too. Like these are like really just really bad because there's no creativity at all.
No.
Like you're shooting your
Well,
shot here at Vividly Vixen. Make it count.
yeah.
Right?
I've always said like it's actually, and I don't try to be conceited about it, but like when you get so many messages, you have to do something to stand out. So it's just like, if you're applying for a job, like you interview process, what makes you stand out against all the other applicants, right? So I've always wrote on my profile, if you're gonna send me something, like make sure it's worth my time to read, and I'll make sure it's worth my time to respond back to you. Like, I'll make sure it's worth your time that I do respond back. But like the simple like, hey, like sup. That's what's up. Like, yeah, I'm not
My
responding
favorite.
to that.
That's my favorite.
Uh,
So,
oh my God, that is something else. And even coming to you with a message to be on my show, and people are like, oh, when you want somebody to come on your podcast, your webcast, your show, got to be very creative about what you say. And I think mine was like, hi, I had a great time on Happy Hour. Would you come on mine? And I'm like, man, this sucks. But you responded. I looked at it, I'm like, oh, this sucks.
Well, just even that was more interesting than a hey, want to bang? Like,
Yeah.
so I'm like,
That
yeah,
was
fuck yeah.
that was the other message I was going to
That was
send
the other
first. I'm like,
message.
let
What
me
do you
try
think-
the show first.
what do you think your worst pickup line you've gotten is?
Besides sup.
Yeah, besides sup.
The worst pickup line. Oh, I think this is a new one
Some
too.
of them people are creative. That's why I had to ask.
Okay, well, so this one pissed me off actually. Which I don't get pissed off very easily, but he commented on one of my FetLife pictures, and it had like, I don't know, maybe like 300 or 400, likes, comments, and all that shit on it, and he writes, everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's so hot or so pretty or whatever they're saying, like the normal like things, and then all of a sudden you see this person that I've never spoken to before in my life, no idea who he is, and his profile picture is a clown, like a creepy, like a creepy clown from like Halloween type shit, and it says, "Let me know what your schedule's like." Why the fuck would I
Okay,
tell
for
you what my
what?
schedule is like? I'm like, huh?
Right.
And he goes, well, like to make content. I'm like, wow, that's the most unprofessional way I've ever been asked. Hey, do you want to fuck? Like ever? Like, and he's like, well, what about you is professional? I'm like, just not even gonna answer that question. I just like
Yeah,
wasting
that
my
doesn't even
time. Like,
deserve an answer.
yeah, and I was like, well, how else am I supposed to ask? Well, probably not on where everybody can publicly see you. That might be a good
Right. That would be
start.
a start. That would be a
Yeah,
start. But
like I don't know,
speak
maybe a hello, hi,
right.
Right.
my name is,
Hi, how are you? This is what the
yeah,
weather is here. Like something,
yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Um,
Then
The
you get all the Joe Blows that like, oh, I've been wanting to start an OnlyFans. Maybe you can help me. Like, okay, get your shit going first, and then come back. And it's like, it's just lame. Like,
or
you
go
get
on
so many.
Google and find out the basics and then talk to me after you know at least the bare minimum.
Yeah. And like, actually, I just got kicked off of one of the dating platforms that I was on that I've used. It's called 3Fun, and it's a swinger app. And I've been on that thing for years, and I love it. And then in my profile, I had written like, if you're gonna contact me, don't ask me for more pictures. Like, Google my name, do your research before you message me, because if you're just gonna ask me for more pictures, I'm just gonna tell you to fuck off. And I ended up getting banned from the
Wow.
app that I freaking have used for 5 years, and I got banned from it, and I argued it out with them on email and stuff. I'm like, they're like, well, you're promoting your business, and I'm like, No, I'm not. I'm
I'm just
saying I'm
telling you
not
to look
sending
up
any
who the
more.
hell I am before I'm
Right.
asking and
Right,
sending you more
right,
pictures than you can see online anyway. Like, go
right.
fucking look. Don't be lazy.
Yeah. And they
Like,
kept
work
taking my
for this
pictures
shit. Come
off,
on
and they're
now.
like, the pictures were like I'm fully clothed, like with someone else, and you're gonna just take that off of my profile. Like, why are we taking that off? Like, it doesn't break any rules. And it was just like their algorithms all messed up and whatever the past couple months. And so, anyways, I juked it out with them, and then I sent them a very long email back, and I haven't heard back. So I don't know. I'm still fighting it.
Wow.
Yeah, but all because I said, yeah, you can Google me, like, look up more pictures. But it's really annoying when you have stuff out there. You state in your profile, like, what you do. Obviously, you have, like, professional pictures taken of you and stuff like that.
Sure.
And then it's like, all right, you can get some more pictures? No, like, what? No. There's so many out there. Like, just do your homework.
Yeah,
Can
I
I
don't
get
need to.
can I get
Yeah.
more pictures as guide code for can I see your boobs?
I mean, but there's
It is.
pictures of those out there, too.
Right.
So, I mean,
That's what I'm saying. Like, what
And
are you
I
getting
don't know
at?
about you, but I would rather you just straight ask me, like, yo, I want to see your boobs. Like, yeah, I'm not going to send you a picture, but like, I would rather you just flat out say it than try to beat around the bush and like ask 1,000 other questions when again, you could do your research and find what you already were looking for.
yeah. And, like, if, I don't know. I just mean, like, if you really wanted to see shit, go on Pornhub and shit. Like, I mean, it's there. Like, I mean, it's
It is
there. It's
there.
free.
I came across it by accident. It's there.
I did that maliciously on accident.
There's nothing too exciting on Pornhub for me, but as they don't monetize very well, so it's like, well, I'm not gonna put my stuff out there. Maybe eventually I'll put more stuff out, but
Now, if there is something that you can say to anybody who is even just thinking about getting into this industry, what would you say to them? Whether it would be good, bad, or indifferent, like, hey, watch out for this, or be aware of that, or be who you are. Like, any advice that you could possibly give to somebody who's even just in the back of their head thinking about getting into the industry that you're in, what would that be?
it would be to start fresh with everything as far as the computers go, social media, email addresses.
Wow.
Aw,
Perfect.
it's cute.
I do kind of agree with him though. I actually saw
Aw.
him on social media earlier, so make sure he sends some love, and he came to do it. So thanks, Josh.
Aw, thank you. Yeah, I would say just to like, get a new, like, say, so Vividly Vixen was the name that I went with, so I got a new email account. I got an the new Facebook and Instagram, and then Twitter and your OnlyFans, and you should also do a Gmail account too if you're transferring files with other people on Gmail, or like through the Google Cloud and all that stuff. I didn't do that, and I wish I had of. But yeah, I would say that's like the first, like, logical piece of advice I would get, and make sure you pick a name and it's the same on every platform, because it's so annoying and it's so hard to find people when you have a different name for each spot, like,
Yeah, I
all
can
over the
imagine.
place.
I can't even remember the passwords I have for each spot in a different place. So having to do a
Exactly.
name and a
Yeah.
password, like, you're asking a whole lot from me.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna write this shit down, and then every time you change it, it's like, wait, where did the list go that I wrote all my stuff down? Like, all right, let's shit
No,
down.
my
Super
favorite is
small.
when you have to change your password because you don't remember, and they're like, "Password's already been previous used," and
Yeah.
it's like,
You can't use a password. You've
how
already
can I
previously used in
previously
the
use
past
a
30
password that
days.
I clearly don't remember what the hell it is? That is why I'm going through all this.
Or when
Yeah.
they say, please enter old password. Like, I'm in this situation because I forgot it. And where am I
If I
going?
remembered my old password, I wouldn't have to be doing this. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, when I back in for 4th of July weekend, I believe it was. Yeah. Yeah, it was it was right before. Yeah, it was the weekend because 4th of July was like on a Tuesday or something weird this year. So it was the weekend right before that. My phone, which is like a waterproof phone, I love taking videos underwater. And I decided I was like there was a crab and he was trying to like fight me, and I'm like I'm out like on the nudist island down in St. Pete, Clearwater, whatever, and this crab's like trying to fight me underwater and stuff. I'm like, oh, I gotta get him. So I put my phone in and I'm like, and he's trying to fight the phone. He's going after it, and all of a sudden my phone just goes black. Well, I had like two-step authentication on all of my stuff,
Oh,
and
my
then when I
God.
finally got my phone, a new phone, 7 days later, because the holiday deleted everything, I didn't have a freaking phone for 7 days. It was horrible. But yeah, the two-step authentication, because I couldn't remember any of my passwords, and then because I didn't have a phone in order to like log in, like I had the computer and like I didn't have my stuff connected through the cloud or anything like that. Like I couldn't even get money out of my bank account. Like it
Jesus
was everything
Christ.
was just it was horrible. I lost like all of the pictures and videos on that phone and all that shit too. So
Oh,
yeah,
that sucks.
it's just I don't know. I would say I've learned a valuable lesson. Make sure your backup has a backup
Yeah.
backup.
My
Yeah,
backup sucks
everything.
too. So
My backup
E-
sucks.
even the show, like if I ever lost, I mean, there's ways you lose files once they're on YouTube, they're locked in. I always thought, man, if some reason YouTube went out, I'm screwed. I would lose so much good stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, YouTube did like a whole clean sweep of like all of its, creators and stuff like 2 years ago or so. So
Yeah.
you should have learned the lesson. Learn from other people's errors and shit.
Jeff
Man,
learned. That's cute.
You-
you are such a teacher tonight. I freaking love
oh,
it.
I
And
I
I'm
guess you
over
just
here
caught me in
like
an
Jeff
off
ain't
day.
gonna learn shit.
Uh,
I said I'm
Just
over here
talking from
like Jeff
personal
ain't gonna learn
experience.
shit.
yeah, a little bit, but yeah, I mean, wow. I love the lessons, especially from people who've been down that road. And you don't realize how many different avenues you have to have. You have a great All My Links account, allmylinks.com/Vividly Vixen. But it's great. This way you find you all over. I got invested in one of those dot cards where you tap and it's got all your information on it. Keep it easy, I guess.
Yeah, I have printed out. I wanted to print out business cards for FetCon earlier this year, and I was talked out of the business card thing because I was like, I want something like someone's not just going to throw away. And I was
Yes.
envisioning like plastic business cards that had like a really sharp side on one, so you could like use it as a toothpick or something, like something that is
I
like
like that.
Well, why
multi-purpose.
don't you do it like they do in? I want to say it's Vegas. I don't know, but like the player cards. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah,
baseball player cards are like,
super expensive though, and then
are
when you're
they?
just
Really?
I
like
see. I don't
throwing
know
them
anything about
around.
that, but that's something that I feel like I would personally keep over just a regular business card. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I was talked into stickers. And so I did stickers
Stickers
of
work.
my QR code. So if you scan the QR code, it takes you to my All My Links page, which has all my stuff. So
We have
it's like a
somebody
permanent
asking
business
how
card.
they can talk with you. Is there a way that you would prefer if somebody would like to maybe look at your content that you would prefer them to go to?
Like as far as like messaging goes, I mean, well, OnlyFans is great. I do respond. The highest rate of response is going to be on OnlyFans.
Okay.
I do get to my other messages as I can, and then again, depending on like how awesome the application is too. So, but if you're a
Right.
fan of mine, I will give you a little extra attention for sure. So yeah, OnlyFans.
Just don't go asking for extra pictures, okay, guys?
Yeah,
Right.
don't do
Let's
that.
be respectful here.
It's a quick
Especially,
fly.
right. Especially if you're on OnlyFans. You're there for a reason. Get the content. It's worth it because Viv is, Viv?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got even,
yeah, you can
okay.
call me Viv. That's fine. Yeah, and
I
my
think I
one
can.
page is free, so like you don't have to pay
Yeah.
for anything unless you want to see me like having sex. Then yeah, you can pay for that. But the standard page is free. I have a subscription page that's $20 a month, and you get all my shit for free. So
It's awesome. I'm
yeah,
not even
call
trying
me
to lie
Viv.
because I mean you're beautiful to look at, so why not? And if guys are like, oh, I want to see you, talk to you, etc., go to the page. You know what I mean? It's that easy.
Mm-hmm.
We run the links, go to the page, and it's how you live. By the way, I love the fact that you're back in that gamer chair. I think we talked about that chair before. I kind of love it. Kind of love the
Yeah,
gaming chair.
it's pretty cool. I can't take full credit for it though. I'm not exactly at my place right now, so this is It's a secret, but I'm actually in a kid's room, and there was a Spider-Man blanket on the bed. I had to like shove over just in case it was.
Yeah, Spider-Man's awesome. He webs people, so.
Yeah, I mean it's not my kid, but yeah, it worked. I had to like move a bookshelf over. There was just no like, I don't know. It's like I don't know, weird. I don't know. There's weird stuff on it, so I had to move it over so it wasn't in the background. But yeah, I'm kind of a vagabond. So I've been in a different spot every time except for this podcast. Now I'm in the same spot that I was the first time I talked to you.
All right.
So
You ever find your way in PA? Got a spare room? Spend the night. Hang out with us. Me, my wife, Angela's around the corner. My other partner, Jules, around the corner.
awesome.
Oh,
Oh
hang
yeah.
out, man, and just have a party. It's a great time because you seem like, you know, just so down to earth. And your approach is like, you know what, this is me. Fuck it, deal with it the way it is. And I love that because you're very honest and legit. And I dig it, man. I think you're freaking awesome. And
Oh, I
Oh,
totally
thank
dig it
you.
because that's exactly like who I am. So to see somebody like have that same personality and outlook and insight in life is just like, yeah, let's go and do bad things and not get caught.
Yeah, well, and like
Sure.
when it kind of comes back to like the self-confidence thing too is like I wanted to be like put myself out there and I wanted to do it, but it was scary and
Yeah.
I was scared of rejection. So it's like, well, if I get rejected for being fake and pretending to be someone I'm not, then I'm never gonna know or the worst is like if I'm being accepted for who I'm not. I'm like, does that mean that they only like what they're seeing and not me for me? Like I'm gonna get more satisfaction long term if I know that I'm being appreciated and liked me for me. So I'm like, I'm
Right.
just gonna be me and like love it or leave it. If it doesn't work out, okay, I'll try. Oh, I can go back to my old job or come up with something different. I don't know, but like I don't know. That's where it started out. Is like I'm not gonna gain any self confidence if I'm just fake about it right from the beginning. So that was kind of my motto, and I've stuck with it, and I'm glad that I did.
I agree. And
I love that.
from my viewpoint, whatever's worth to you, whatever matters to you, I like you for you. I think you're freaking cool. And that's why doing these shows and like I said, you had said you started like doing the podcast ones. You get to learn the inner people. That's what we do here. I know our show's a little different from Ray's. Ray gets a little more involved and some of his topics are like over the top and God bless him. I love him. And we do that a little bit here too. But our goal is to just get kind of like under your skin and just learn what's inside your heart and your mind and kind of see
I
what
love
drives you.
that.
We appreciate. We would love to invite you back again because I feel like the half hour plus has flown on by. So we'd love
It
to
really
invite you
has.
back. Yeah, of course it
Yeah,
has.
Well,
anytime,
listen, when you
anytime.
come back, I gotta be the
Excellent.
one on. Just saying. I call
She
dibs.
does.
I call dibs.
All right,
She
that
she
sounds
gets
good.
in. She has these couple of guests we've had that she gets madly in love with and wants to come back. I don't see why not. We really appreciate it. The site is down the bottom, onlyfans.com, / Vividly Vixen. Instagram is also Vividly Vixen, but you got to behave on Instagram or you'll get blocked. Just like that.
Twitter is vividly_vixen, and you don't have to behave on Twitter.
Wow, man, that's not a plug for Twitter. Jesus Christ.
It's the best plug. What do you mean?
Listen, all I keep
Right.
hearing is plug, and my mind is going like,
Oh, I was thinking you were gonna say butt plug.
no. Did you watch the beginning of this? Have you?
No, I was trying to figure out a whole bunch of other contraption shit that was going on around me. No, I didn't. I logged in like 5 minutes before.
Plus,
You
we had
gotta
a
find
snack.
out what
Too.
you got to find out what a dripstick is.
A
A
dripstick.
dripstick.
Yes.
You want me to find
And
out right now?
was he on an Alabama Hot
And
Pocket?
all
No,
right, so-
afterwards because
So, all right,
There's some potty shit going on in there, huh?
yeah,
the Alabama
Yeah.
Hot Pocket,
I'll
absolutely.
go ask
That
those
is-
toilet slaves.
They are the people to probably ask.
Oh yeah.
Definitely not something that any normal human being should ever do. And if you're gonna look that up after you eat, not before. A dripstick is just, I mean, to some people it'd be very useful. To others, it's just like, to me, like semen grosses me out. And I had a kid, so like it took a while to have a kid because it just skeeves me out. But a dripstick works. Just an Alabama Hot Pocket. You don't want to look that up before you have any intentions of eating.
I know what it is.
See, I knew I liked her.
the dripstick is more or less a little sponge on a stick that sops up.
It's
Extra
basically
semen.
a cum tampon. Let's be real.
Yeah,
It's a cum
like
tampon.
Okay.
after sex, it sops up semen. I mean, it doesn't sound all
No,
that good.
but see, I watched a commercial of it. So if you look it up, they have a whole commercial of it, and that is like what makes it so disturbing.
Why does somebody need that unless you're working in a lab and like working and like actually doing semen analysis? Like, why would you
Uh,
need something like that?
True. I mean, is there ever too much? When
Yeah.
you're
Is there-
yeah, no, there definitely is, Jeff. That was probably a bad question.
I mean, I think it correlates with the time and place and yeah, I mean, combined. But I think
Yeah.
overall, I mean, there can be. I guess it depends on where it goes. And
Okay.
It does. I'm not gonna lie. And there's sometimes
yeah, if it's a quickie and like you got 5 minutes to throw a quickie in, and all of a sudden you're running out the door to go meet your parents for dinner, and like you got shit dripping down your legs, it's probably a little too much. Yeah, I think it depends on the time and place.
Man, you should make a commercial for that damn thing because that was perfect.
No, it was.
It's your dipstick. Carry it in your
Listen,
purse,
there's not many people I've encountered on this show or in life in general that have like left me like with my face red and going like I can't deal with this right now, and you just succeeded that, which I think was a goal for Jeff. So thank you for helping him.
Okay, well here this is a good example of maybe a time that would have been needed. At FedCon, I went off into the bathroom, the men's bathroom, and
oh Jesus Christ!
And had a quickie, and he fucked me in my ass and came in my ass in the men's bathroom. And it was red carpet night, so like I'm wearing a dress. So and when we were pulled out of the bathroom, we were kicked out of the bathroom because the fire alarm had gone off. And everybody had been kicked out, and they were waiting to let everybody back in because they had to clear the building first. Well, they were all waiting on us because the building couldn't be cleared until we were out. So we get pulled out, and we're like, oh shit! Like there's like 1,000 people all standing outside. And I'm like, oh, these fuckers over here! Like that's what this is who's been holding it up. And like, yeah. So once we walked outside, we're like, hey, yeah, that was so much. I'm sorry. And then
if I'm the guy, I'm walking out like.
Those are the moments that I'm like, please God, don't fart.
Well, so like the rest of the night, like I'm wearing a dress and we're there, and like I had cum hanging out just in my ass the rest of the night. So that would have been a great time for a dipstick.
For a dripstick.
A dripstick.
You would listen.
Dripstick.
I'm gonna handwrite them a letter and in cursive, and I'm gonna mail it to them because that means business. You know, if you do all three, and be like, listen, she's your new sponsor, guys.
Viv, you're about to be a billionaire, I swear to God, because you have just given every single man and woman in the world a reason to buy the goddamn dripstick.
Yes, you really
just
did.
In case of those bathroom quickies.
Yeah,
when you're wearing a dress.
When you have no time for a cleanup, plug up.
Yeah, you get the whole scene. Have you ever met an adult superstar? Vividly Vixen wants you to use the dripstick.
Seriously,
come for a quickie, and then they show you at the end throwing it in the trash. Like, this is great.
I'm totally gonna write them a letter and be like, "Look, I found your new sponsor. Go and watch the Yo Show on this day, this time, and like, there's your new sponsor."
Yeah, I'm a brand ambassador for another company too called Flintsmints, so I could add a new company to the list. Flintsmints, they make you salivate excessively.
What? Oh.
Yeah, for all you,
I'm writing on that one.
Yeah, I'm writing it down.
Who gives sloppy head?
I was gonna say for all those stoners out there who got cotton mouth, that's gotta work wonders.
Yes, but you don't expect the sloppy head if you are also smoking at the same time. It doesn't go.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't
feel
smoke
like that
weed,
would be like the king, though. You know what I mean?
Like, no, it just restores back to normal. If you like, if you have dry mouth,
more moist than cotton mouth.
Yeah. It moistens it back up to like normal levels. But if you're at normal level and then you take one, then it's like, and it just goes everywhere. The first time I tried it, I was wearing a bikini top, and I didn't realize it was going to work so hard. And I had my video on because I was like, okay, I want to like what my initial reaction is, and I'm just like, shit, and it's rolling, and like I don't have a place to put the spit, and my mouth is filling up. I'm like, what do I do with this? I don't have a trash can. I'm like, I can't walk off to the camera. And I'm like, well, good thing I'm wearing a bathing suit. So I just let it spit all over my tits, and it worked out perfect. I swear I
Right,
didn't
it
mean for
had
it to be
to.
like that. But then I was super excited. I was like, ooh, like this is cool. Like my lips have
Wow.
got like oil all over me, but really it's just my spit. This is like I felt like a
It's
kid.
like a
It was great.
wrestler or
Man,
a muscle person being lubed up beforehand. She's just like, oh, nope, I got this.
these are now two.
Yeah,
These
just
are these are now two products that you've sent into the stratosphere. These people are
yeah.
going to be
Some
making
of my
billions.
video.
Listen, as soon as we're done this, I am buying stocks in both because I have a feeling they're going to go up.
I have a discount code too, but when you buy when you buy the Flintstones, I have the discount code. I have to renew it, so I'm not sure what it is, but it's usually like oh shit, I'm not even gonna remember. Anyways, whatever it is, I can post it later. But yeah, you
Two-step
get like
two-step
15% off.
authentication. Wow, 15. That's pretty damn good. And you're good at marketing. You're good at presenting yourself. Your stories are great. You're freaking hilarious. I'm telling you, you're like. I mean, my wife always watches, but I'm gonna go ahead and say you're like my freaking dream girl. I love you. I really do. You're
Uh,
awesome. You're awesome in so many ways,
thank
man.
you.
You're cool. You're fun. You're
Down to
really
earth
you're down to earth and you're outgoing and not ashamed of anything to
and
say
very
anything. That's
intelligent.
perfect.
Very
Very intelligent.
and
I said that last week.
intellectual.
Yeah.
There's a difference between the two, and I think she's definitely got both.
Aw, thank you. Oh my
Oh,
See,
God.
you're
A
welcome.
little bit.
if I
You
ever
guys are so
become
sweet.
single, I'll listen to your conversation as well. See that, men? Always listen.
Listen, you're
I
gonna listen to that shit now. Don't even play that. We already
I would
know.
listen.
It's
What's
research.
it hurts to let you leave. Right. I watched Pornhub and everything for sheer research. Make sure I knew what I was
Pure research.
doing tonight. And by the way, some of the greatest research I've ever done. If you'd like to do some research, find
I thought
Vividly
you lost a
Vixen.
little weight before you joined the show tonight.
Oh, a lot of weight. www.allmylinks.com/Vividly Vixen. And it is a lot of great spots to find her and her content. And the smile, dude. Killer smile as well. Absolutely love it. You're definitely definitely worth it. I waited a while for this as you did, and I'm so glad. Onlyfans.com/Vividly Vixen and Instagram at Vividly Vixen. Apparently Twitter is really great as well. My Twitter got shut down. I need a new Twitter account
Twitter's
now.
got some
So
good stuff. Did you see my new my new trailer? It's
no, my
pinned
Twitter got blocked.
on the top of my
Oh,
Let's start
damn
a
it.
new one.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go. Are you kidding?
Backup needs
For
a
that
backup,
yeah.
remember?
Right,
Duh.
backup needs a backup. It's going to be on tonight.
Uh,
You're probably going to see like views of like 1 million. It's going to be me 1 million times over and over and over again because I think you're wonderful.
Hey, that's okay. That's okay. No, the new trailer is so cool though, so you should definitely check it out. Yeah, it's pinned on the
Everybody.
top. It's hardcore BDSM stuff. It's really cool. Like
Oh wow.
and
Definitely gonna
yeah,
check it out.
it was really well done. And I didn't do it. It wasn't me. It was Neuropsych. He's online as well. So he's the one that did it, and he's just fantastic with video edits. He's gotten really good. So yeah, so he's the one that did it. And like we've both gotten really good on editing the videos and stuff. And like it's so rewarding when you finally get it all together. So anyways, yeah, just check it out because I'm just proud of like our editing work. Not like that. It was really fun to make too. Don't get me wrong. It was freaking amazing, but
There is the
it's
work
hardcore,
coming
but
into
it's
it.
fun.
Yeah. Excellent. You
Yeah,
said
yeah,
it.
that's
It's
the
a
fun.
lot of
That's the
work
best
and
part.
you put the work. So reward her for her hard work. www.allmylinks.com/Vividly Vixen. Definitely worth it. Viv, I can't thank you enough. This was awesome. Like I said, a couple months ago, we planned this, and I look forward to it every single day, and it's worth every second because sincerely, I adore you as a person. I think you're super cool. I love having you on. We'd love to do it again sometime and just laugh and have a great time. I know our show's a little different, it's a little more question and thought than raise
no,
fly
that's
by the seat of
fine.
your pants, but we had a great time. I thank you so much.
Hey, listen,
Yeah, no, thank you
if
for
you want
having
that
me.
on the seat of your pants next time, let me know because I was very filtered during this.
No, no filter. Filters are for not us. Filters aren't for us.
Okay, I got you.
Filters
Listen,
are
I got you.
Next time it's a deal.
Now I
Yeah.
know.
I better
Now
make it.
I know.
I better make it a vacation week so I can rest well before and rest well after. Because
Well, yeah, you're gonna need rest well after because I feel like between her and I, your ass is definitely getting waxed that episode.
So that's one of the things,
Yeah.
Viv. And next time you can help promote it. the first time I ever had Angela on, I said, if we get 1 million views, I'll let you wax my ass right on camera. So she's definitely still on that goal. So
I
maybe Viv
am.
will help you get 1 million, and I'll be in deep shit.
You can help me.
All right.
I'll wax on you, rip off.
Yes, I would love to.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd love to.
See?
Let's do it.
I'm already squirming. I can already feel it.
I've actually waxed. I've waxed a guy's asshole before, and
Really?
it was really entertaining. Yeah,
Oh,
it was really
Yes.
funny. I I had gloves on too, so like, 'cause I was being a little bit sadistic at the time, and
oh.
yeah, so the way he was laying was like his hips were up on like an ottoman, and then like he was down on the like his shoulders and arms and head were like down on the floor, and so, like his ass was like just spread out. I'm like, all right, let me wax that, but then like
Oh,
right
excellent.
after I did it, since I had the gloves on, I like threw some lube on real quick and just like stuck my
Oh
fingers
my
in
God, I
his
love you.
ass. And I didn't tell him I was gonna do it either. I was like, fucker. I, was,
You
I
were
can be a little
probably
mean
my new favorite
sometimes.
person. Like, yeah, you are my new favorite person.
I
Oh
think
my
I
God.
laughed for like an hour. I was crying. He was like, "Wow, what the fuck?" And he couldn't go anywhere, which was great. He was just stuck there.
Oh my God. That
Yeah.
made me hurt. I could feel
Sorry.
the
Yeah,
pain
who
in
felt
that
it?
guy.
Just
We're
think
like,
she's gonna be the one
Yeah.
helping me wax your ass, so be prepared to
yeah,
fuck her up.
1 million views. And I tell you what, if we get to 1 million views, YouTube will throw us a couple
I bet you
bucks.
that would get you to 1 million views.
Yeah.
It really
And
would be.
Yeah.
we will buy
Yeah,
the
there you
plane
go.
flare. We will buy the plane fare to get you up here to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All
Oh,
right.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Absolutely. Or we
Jeez,
could
what
go
am I
to,
saying? What am I doing here?
I was gonna say, or we could go to you and we could do it under a palm tree and watch the coconuts fall, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that
Well,
sounds way better.
I
Yeah, the
agree with
palm
that
tree.
too.
We can do it on the beach and you can like show off a
Yes.
go.
speedo. And just
Yes.
Yeah.
cross
But
everything off the list at the same time.
so I feel like at the end when he passes out from the pain, we need to get 2 starfish and we got to put the starfish over him so that way he gets sunburned and when the starfish comes off, he's already got, you know, the starfish titties and the wax puckered up, you know. We're golden.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Wow.
you can just take regular sunscreen or like, like the waxy like kid kind that like, you
Yes.
do it over the face like with the stick. It's like a
Yeah.
chapstick
Yeah.
flicker or whatever. Yeah, you can draw all kinds of designs and stuff. And you send someone out in the Florida
Yeah,
sun
we're
for an hour
down.
that's
We're
not used to
down.
it.
Just
It's
be careful
yeah.
going in the ocean. I feel like the dolphins might enjoy you a little bit in there.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Me.
No,
Yeah.
it's the sharks. It's the sharks you gotta watch out
That's
for.
right. It's
Yeah.
the dick sharks.
They only nibble. Sharks only bite when you touch their private parts.
We had to think about
Yeah.
Dick Shark the last time we spoke. And you want to fill Ange in on the Dick Shark a little bit?
I'd love to.
So yeah, so like my nickname's kind of become the Dick Shark. And then it's an inside joke and it's turned into like a hashtag on Twitter and stuff too. So I'll shorten the story, but basically I chased after a guy for a very long time before I was able to kind of convince him that like, hey, like I'm pretty cool. You should hang out with me more. Like you should want to hang out with me. And when we it's because I really like his dick. Like he's just got an amazing cock. So I was just basically chasing dick is what I was doing, his dick, for months.
I love it.
And yeah, and it was like there's just no way to like sugarcoat that. That's what the sex was amazing. I'm like, no, I'm like I'm experienced enough to know what I like. And I was like, as soon as it was like the first time, I'm like, yeah, like I knew I was gonna like him before I met him. We talked for a few months on and off before that. So but yeah, I'm always just like infatuated with his dick. And like he'll walk by me and it's like I don't know. I just, like, I'm always like grabbing it stuff. Like, are we gonna cuddle on the couch? Yeah, let me put I'm like, I'll cuddle with your dick down here. And like, I have pictures of me on FetLife, like hashtag cock snuggles. Like,
Yeah.
this is my happy place, like as I'm just snuggling with his dick. It's yeah, I'm a little retarded, I think.
Luckiest man on earth.
Hey, you know what you like.
Yeah, and then there's always lots of injuries whenever we have sex, like because we don't see each other, we don't live close by, we live about like 5 hours away from each other. So like when we see each other, it's like we're like two pit bulls going after each other, and there's just like there's blood that's drawn like every time. It doesn't matter, and
Wow.
like sometimes we get it on film, which but usually like we don't have the patience to get that part on film right away. But yeah.
Hey,
um
I
yeah,
get it.
and then he lives right on the water, so we go out snorkeling and stuff. And the first time we went out snorkeling, I was like giving him a blowjob underwater. I'm trying to,
Damn.
and because we, so like the accumulation of like everything combined with like the snorkeling and yeah, all that. So yeah, I'm a dick shark.
We pretty much
I
have
like
found
it.
we found the luckiest man on earth. God bless him.
Amen to that.
I'm a little jealous. I come at the end of the show
Oh,
jealous. I'm a dick
oh,
shark.
don't be jealous.
Jeff,
I
did
won't
you
be
really
jealous.
just say I come at the end though?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Well,
I
I
wanted
mean,
to make sure I caught that.
I gotta tell you, if I was ever somebody's dick shark, I would like download the song on my phone and play it. Din din din
Baby
din din
shark.
din. I'd play it every. No, I'd
I
play
was
it
waiting
at
for, I
Joel's.
was waiting for Baby Shark.
That
Baby
one's too.
shark.
That's also a good one. Oh my god. So man, again, great. That's hilarious. Dick Shark, if you're out there, if you watch on the replay, you're my idol, bro. I love you.
No, yeah, he's the recipient. He was the cause of the dick shark.
All right, how about that?
Wait,
Awesome.
I feel like it'd be more like a nerf shark because they latch on and suck in and you can't pull it out afterwards. That's how nerf sharks bite.
Huh.
They
Latch
do.
on,
They
suck
do.
in, and not let go.
Yeah, it's not as good of a nickname.
I
So
never
you're
said it
saying that
had to be a
like
nerf
you're
shark. I'm
saying that
just
it's not
saying
just a
she's.
dick.
I'm saying if any shark, she would be more like a nurse shark. If she loves it that much, it's like suck in, grab, stay. It's mine. You're not taking it back.
Hmm.
I like that.
All right. So this
Yes.
poor guy's really getting the business.
Grab
Right,
him
now
in.
I'm jealous. I'm sorry. Now I'm jealous. God damn it.
He's like, damn. Now I know what a nurse shark does.
That is going to be. We'll
Yeah,
incorporate
they do.
that
They go
somehow.
like they pop.
The worst part is the next time in the
That's
back
the-
of your mind, you're gonna go, God damn, I am a nurse shark because I am not letting go.
She did a little pop sound effect. That was awesome.
If he's watching this, he's probably like, "Holy shit, my light bulb just went off!" Like, yeah, she is a
light
fucking nurse
bulb.
shark. Like, I'm sure that's what. If he's watching right now, I don't know if he is or not, but like, if he is, I'm sure he's probably like, "Yeah, you probably just rotated my name around a little bit. We'll see."
Yeah, nobody needs to know what kind of shark, but in the back of our minds, we already know what we're working with here.
We got it figured out.
Yeah. I guess
But again,
so,
now, I mean, a great ending. But, well, thank you again. I don't want to keep you too long. We had an awesome time. And again, we'd love to invite you back, hit you up sometime. And I thank you so much for coming on. This was a blast. I had such a great time. I'm red in the face. My cheeks hurt. I'm a little buzzed from the beer, but worth every second. Vividly Vixen, everybody. Let's give a little round of applause. Let's get the hands clapping. Thank you so much, and have a great night. We'll talk
Thank
soon.
you for having me.
Absolutely.
It was a pleasure. Thank
All
you.
right, sounds good.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
She is, Angie, I love her. She's, you know,
she's awesome.
she's very, she's got a great confidence about herself.
Oh,
She's
absolutely.
she's very attractive, a great smile, the voice, her delivery, everything is just so cool. Somebody who really mentally like owns it. You know what I mean? I love shit like that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I fully agree
Yeah.
with you.
Like I said, we always get, at least I do, always get a little bit nervous before somebody comes on because you got to make sure that you talk well and you talk about the right things, etc. And then you get somebody like Viv who's like, you know what? I'm going to like grab this guy by his shirt and I'm going to tell him what I'm talking about and he's going to love it. And I did.
I don't get nervous.
No, I do a little bit. No.
No, I don't.
Wow. Kind of surprised by that.
I feel like I get more nervous for you because it's like, well, I'm now associated with him, so whatever I say is like kind of a reflection on him. But
Wow.
other than that, it's like you get what you get. You like it, you don't like it.
I agree.
Fuck on, I don't care. Like it's
And we were talking about last night with Ray too from Happy Hour. He's like, if you spend time and try to dissect who's not going to like something you say, etc., you're never going to get a show off the ground. There's just some things that's not for everybody.
right.
And if it's for me and the people who watch and the people who are regulars that message me and all that, yeah, you're going to know how it's going to go.
Mhm.
And that's
Oh
the
yeah,
way
no,
we like it.
absolutely. No, absolutely. Like, and you can have your select few that like people have watched the show, like, okay, well, I know that this person's coming on tonight and I already know what I'm getting into. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they learn you and they learn your show and they learn the people you bring on your show. And all in all, like 1 + 1 + 1 = 3. They now know the whole atmosphere of it. Even if it changes a little bit each week, they know what they're in for.
Oh yeah, and I say this to Jewel all the time, as we are on episode, we're approaching like 270, 6 years worth of, and then Yo Show and Yo 2.0 Wednesday, whatever it is, another, I don't know, maybe 50 or 60 episodes, 300 some episodes, and I swear this to the day I'm undefeated. I have never had a bad one, somebody who made it rough, somebody who made it uncomfortable, etc. Everybody comes on, we have fun, we let them be themselves. You come in, you have a cocktail, smoke a little weed if that's what you do, or just come in as yourself and tell great stories because, God, Viv's got
I
so
had to
many
fight
good
with you to
stories.
have my vape on this. I'm just putting it out there.
That's all right. You are entitled and allowed. I'll invite Viv with you. That's
Oh, look at you. But yours blows out no smoke, rinky dink.
smoke.
Just
So,
as much
yeah.
smoke as when I blow out a candle.
Wow. Feeling it, though.
Look at this.
That's why mine's covered with a beard.
Well, see, normally, like, I don't know. You told me I was loud, so I can't hide it now. This normally, like, goes right in the cusp of the double chin. And look at that. I just
You messed your
I don't even give
hair
a
up.
shit. I don't even give a shit. It is what it is. I have makeup. I even have lashes on. Look at this shit. Ready, Jeff?
Look at that. Oh, my, you
All
do
right.
have lashes on.
Look. I even got them on.
Look at that. Wow. All right. You came full board tonight.
I did. I put a bra on.
Wow.
I know. That says a lot. I feel like that's like the biggest triumph. But
I don't want
yeah,
to disappoint you, but I did not put a bra on tonight. I just,
no way. I know your
can't.
Speedo's underneath there. It's okay.
Well, with Viv coming on, I had to, put extra layers on to protect what's going on down there. She's awesome. She's so
You know
cool.
what? I was wondering where the dog was. Now I know it's on your lap.
No dog. Ah, come on. I don't want the dogs to cramp my style. I mean, look at this. Lovely. Lovely. I love her. She's
Absolutely.
adorable.
She's got a beautiful smile.
She
really
does. She really does. And like I said, again, like in the world of podcasts and webcasts and all that, when you collaborate with people, you kind of want to let them know, hey, I'm going to try this that you do, or I'm going to talk to this person that you had on. And again, I got so excited. I was just so blown away by her. I just went to her right after. I'm like, would you come on mine? And I'm like, Ray, by the way, I already asked her to be on my show. He's like, it's cool, bro. He's like, you don't have to ask because they want all the promotion they can get. But I was geeked by it. That's one of my favorite people. And I mean that, and it has nothing to do with the field. It's just one of my favorite people.
Mm-hmm. I'm only teasing you. I'm only teasing you.
Doesn't hurt that she's hot. And
Not at all.
Also doesn't hurt that I could probably sell a couple hundred tickets to have people watch her wax my ass.
Oh, that's going to get us our views.
Yeah, maybe.
Just be prepared. You now know what happens when she waxes an ass.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm hurting just thinking about it. Damn.
Just don't tense up. Don't tense up. You'll be all right.
Don't tense. I'm really terrified. I might need to be blindfolded so I don't know when it's coming.
No, you're not going to need to be blindfolded. You're going to be bent over and staring at the floor. You ain't going to see shit.
We might.
Like, I don't know why you think you're going to see anything. I might give you a little mirror here so you can see yourself go, Kelly Clarkson, but that's about it.
Oh, I don't know if I'm going to go, Kelly Clarkson. I might sing the Star Spangled Banner. I could just, I'm imagining.
I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy.
And I think I said it out loud. I don't know. As much as I love Viv, I don't need her 2-finger surprise either. Oh, no. No.
Hey, she had short nails. We got that going for you.
True.
Because it could be like a straight colonoscopy on top of it. I'm just...
Dr. Viv. Why not?
Here's your culture.
Oh Jesus, the thought of that's so painful. But I'm glad we you know I feel bad that we had so much rust on us. Like we've never done this before.
I lubed up. I don't know what you're talking about.
That was sarcasm. No rust on that at all. And it was September 1st, 2021.
See, you know what? I thought I was off. But
With
Facebook, you know.
yeah, and it was Roger Dorman, who's a great actor, and you know,
I still
and
follow
I,
him and watch all of like the things that he's been
so do
doing.
I. He's a cool dude, and I gotta
Oh,
admit, now
absolutely.
when you did that for the first time, I knew of you, but we never really interacted that much outside
No,
of
we
like
just talked
message.
some shit. That was about it.
Right. So I didn't know what to expect. And like you were like with this guy who I'm like, man, this guy's a big star. And you're like, you're just asking him real good, solid people questions. Like we're like, oh, you're a star. You're just like, oh, dude, like, do you like beef? Do you like scratching your dick? Not so many words, but I'm like, like.
I was about to say, I don't think I asked him if you.
But it was like
I've said some shit, but
you did,
You
and
like
you. And by the end of the night, he was laughing with it and enjoying it. And that's the key to do here,
yeah, no, it is.
is
It
have
really
fun.
is. And
Like we can be typing, who did you vote for this past year? Nobody gives a shit about that. I don't
No.
care.
And honestly, like the questions that you had for tonight, I think I like vaguely glanced at and was like, all right, let's be real.
Yeah.
I kind of take over. I thanks for this. Thanks for the suggestions there.
Right. Because you always feel like it's going to go one direction, and somebody's going to definitely go another. In a good way, though, because she was
Yeah.
dominating that conversation. I loved it.
No, absolutely. And I also base it off of like the conversation in general. Like one conversation can lead to another statement. And then it's like, oh, hey, while we're in this category, let me ask this question. You know what I mean? If everything is going to be scripted, then there's nothing live about it. There's nothing good about it. You know what I mean? It's nice to have a basis or something that like, hey, these are generic questions that we can ask, but you have the right type of people who just really want to get to know somebody or can engage in a conversation. It's like rolls off the tip of your tongue.
Yeah, it really does. And I love that about what we do. And sometimes, like I said, the base questions, you get into three of them, and then they'll start to answer the other ones just in talking about themselves.
Yep.
Like how they did, when they started, why they started, and next thing you know, you're like, okay, just got everything I wanted. And then then you
she would
freelance.
definitely be like a great sponsor for the dripstick though.
Right? Man, she had that
She really
commercial
would.
nailed.
That shit was like on point. Like
Didn't even have to think about it, which
no,
really
not
got
at
it.
all.
I'm gonna
Not
be
at
honest.
all.
When we talk about the little script I make, timeline, etc., we don't send these to the guest.
No,
The guests
I know.
come in dry. I'm just telling the audience in general, but
I don't know if she came in dry after seeing Jeffany.
I don't blame her there. It's my
I don't
girl
blame her
Viv.
there.
You know what it's like,
Jeffany's
Viv.
hot.
My wife doesn't know what it's like, but Viv does. But like
I'm calling her.
forget where I was heading.
Did you?
Probably a good thing I forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I forgot.
probably a good thing I forgot where I was heading with it because can't imagine anything well. Onlyfans.com/Vividly Vixen if you want to talk. Instagram @Vividly Vixen. You have to behave yourselves. Seriously though, if you find her, go to her all my links and has everything, all the great stuff you want to see and know and watch her do, etc. Because she's electric, is what she is, man. She's very alive. I love it. Love the spirit. Boogie, woogie, woogie.
Sorry, I had to. Every time I hear it's electric, my mind goes there. I can't.
It's a phrase that kind of sucks. Let me hit you with this. I know we don't do. Sometimes we talk so long we get around the topics, but I got to hit with a topic tonight. At least this one, because
Okay.
now my wife would agree. Maybe 10 years ago she was all about it, but now still, People Magazine voted Patrick Dempsey the sexiest man alive.
That's
Now,
the dude from Grey's Anatomy, right?
Grey's Anatomy, and in his Grey's days, I knew he had, in the
No,
yeah,
sorry.
no.
The only other person that I would say is like, for me as an older man, like he's definitely up there. But damn, why can't I think of his name? Jack Sparrow. What the hell's his name?
Johnny Depp.
Wow.
Wow.
Both of them.
Yeah, I thought Patrick Dempsey might have lost it after Grace, but really, still, yeah. Wow.
They did that with Brad Pitt, and I didn't think that. No, but he's got it. Oh yeah, he's got that.
Damn. So Patrick Dempsey, I know you're watching because he's a regular. You can get that if you want it.
Listen, you're on my list. That's a free pass. So let me know.
That's a free pass?
That's
wow.
a free pass.
I actually got a free pass from my wife. If I still have the picture, I'm going to show it. And
Is
I think
it
we've
Satan?
told this. No, we've told this story before, Angela, I'm sure. My wife said, you get a free pass. If this person never shows up at our door or you run into her in public, you got a free pass. Former guest Brianna Dale. Yeah, I think we've talked about that before. My wife said, if you can find her out there or she comes in the house, free pass. And I love my wife to death, but good gracious. Maybe I think I'm just going to smack her about a little bit. In case anybody missed it. Jeff's free pass, Brianna Dale. And Angela has a hall pass, and she didn't know it was in the picture, so you didn't notice, did you? You got a free hall pass listed in our picture thing. I'm going to show you because I was told this is your hall pass.
Oh, yeah. That's number one. That is number one. That is legit number one on my hall pass list. Everybody knows that. Like, absolutely.
Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder.
Get a mustache ride and have handlebars to hold on to.
Jesus Christ. Makes you wonder why, we hang out at times when we can. Makes you wonder why I never wore the blonde wig. Am I that respectful?
No.
No. I hate to drive you insane.
I just don't think you want an entourage of people following you back to your house.
Could be. Very well could be.
Probably.
I mean, it's pretty hot. We have so much good things coming up. I just want to mention real quickly. Tuesday night, Angela, we have just an amazing band. A band I've waited for a while. We had to cancel the last show, but we got them coming on. It's a young band of just some super talented musicians. Sarah and Logan, the gang from Twisted, will be on Tuesday night. Very excited for that. Awesome band. Super excited. And I just want to announce something real quick. It's going to be a Tuesday night, December 19th. This one's pretty big. We landed the awesome band out of York, Pennsylvania, Sick Century. We just got done sealing this one today. Sick Century, a couple 100,000 fans and followers out of York, PA. They're going to be on the show December 19th to talk about some brand new music, and this is the first time I'm announcing it. Sick Century on the program. So, Angela, I'll let you. I appreciate you letting me get that out. I'm so excited.
Just because I take over your show, I let you have some time.
There you go. You do it well. I like the fact that you're not afraid to talk. And honestly, like I said, when the Wednesday night thing, it's still like I said, the premise was guest co-host, different guests from different fields. Like we joked around last night about porn stars on Tuesday, and Joel's like, "I'm good. That's what you got your Wednesday for." So from now on, Angela, you become our porn authority. But yeah, I like that. I like we do have a little bit of a different delivery, but at the same token, like Tuesday night, dude, last Saturday night we hung out, we went out to see music, and it was me, Joel, and my wife, and Joel's like, you kind of became like my best friend, and I love that, and we had that respect for each other. But me and Angel are also good friends, but we have a different kind of respect. Like I'm gonna break your balls, and I'm gonna break your balls. I'm just gonna keep breaking each other's balls, maybe hug it out at the end, but you know what? That's where we are.
I always carry a tissue in my bra. That's Victoria's Secret. There's the tissue. Just for when I make Jeff cry. No, I'm like kidding.
Happens sometimes. You do make me cry when, you just pop up. Like, the last time I saw you was just kind of out of nowhere. Like, you pop, my wife's like, look who's here. And I'm like, because every time she says that, it's like some dude that I really don't feel like talking to. And look who's here. I'm like, here we go. I'm like, holy shit. And it was Ange.
Yeah, the occasional nights that I get to go and shoot pool or, not go to sleep at 7 o'clock, which is rare. Man, I really am the oldest person on my pool team. Realistically, I think I'm actually the youngest, but mentally, I am the oldest. I am the oldest. I'm like, it is 8 o'clock. I know our match started an hour ago. I need some fish oil pills and sleepy time tea, and like I'm out.
Sleepy time. That's so cliche, but so exact. I mean,
It is. And I got this
Mhm.
honey. Oh my God. I never thought that I liked honey the way that I like honey. But if you go to Peddler's Village, there's,
Oh, yeah.
I think it's called Sticky Situations.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I believe that's it. I've been in there.
Oh my God. I want to say I have almost every single honey that they make, whether
Wow.
it's sweet or the savory, like garlic honey. Never in my wildest dreams would I have been like, oh yeah, let me get some garlic honey. But when you go in there, you get to taste them all on a
Yeah.
dipstick, not a dripstick. Don't confuse the two because that's going to be a little,
That's a
But
rule moment.
yeah, you get to try it all. And it's like, I found myself tangy garlic honey mustard and this type of mustard and this type of honey. Like, garlic honey is amazing. It's so good on so many things. But like, caramel brownie, pumpkin pie honey, blackberry honey, coconut honey. I just got chai tea honey and I put it in my sleepy time tea and it's like orgasmic in my mouth. It's just, oh my God, I love it. I
Wow.
need to have stocks in that, and I need to have stocks and be a spokesperson for Airborne because I still go around and tell everybody like, "Oh, you have a sniffle? Take some Airborne."
I said at work the other day because I had something a couple weeks ago and I felt it coming on. I'm like, and the guy I work with was like, make sure you drink tea, make sure you eat some soup, make sure you get rest. I'm like, take your Airborne. And he's like, what? I'm like, you know about Airborne? And you were in my head. You're like, take your Airborne. And I said it out loud. And he's like, what is that? So I had to tell him all about Airborne. I Googled it. I showed him. I still
There's
don't take
people
it.
who are like, "I take emergency," and I'm like, "It's not the same thing.
No, it's
You
not.
need that Airborne."
Trust me. I know for a fact that Angela's never admitted it, but her family invented Airborne. I has to.
Yeah.
You're like Vividly Vixen's dick shark, and she cuddles with the dick. You're like Airborne shark, and you cuddle with your little tube of Airborne.
Airborne shark bubble 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 bubble. What are bubbles?
You pretty much you sleep with your Airborne.
Listen, I take Airborne on the daily, and it's anybody who hasn't had it. Let me just tell you, I know that they claim that you're supposed to take it before you get sick, but who the hell knows they're going to get sick before they get sick?
Thank you. So I always told you about it. Like, how the hell do I know I'm going to get sick?
It's all vitamins and minerals, and it helps build up your immune system so you go through, your virus or whatever quicker. But out of all the flavors, go with the orange. Don't go with the wild berry. Don't go with the lime or whatever the hell that is. Go with the orange. And it tells you an 8-ounce glass. No, I don't do that shit either. I do like a shot and a half of like water with a tablet and chug it and then I swift it back with some water, you know what I mean? But it tastes like old school Tang. The orange,
Right.
it tastes like an old school Tang, you know what I mean? Like, I definitely don't want to drink a whole glass of it anymore, but like a shot or two and then swig it back with a little bit of water and you got your vitamins. Like, yeah, I'm down.
I got to tell you, we have learned way too much tonight. I'm disgusted at me for all that I've learned tonight. But hey, it's an informative episode of Yo 2.0. And you're being very good. You got your coffee, you got your Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
I'm on my
wait,
third banana
I
bread
don't
beer.
I don't even know where the hell my camera is.
And I also have this from Tranquility Brewery. It's called Syzygy Cider. It's whiskey infused.
Syzygy? What the hell did you say?
Syzygy. Syzygy.
Yep, you're on your own on that one. I ain't even gonna try.
It's pretty good. It's whiskey infused cider. That's coming up later. 'Cause I'm off tomorrow, so I'm gonna live it up.
I'm not. I have to work.
Ugh,
And then I gotta go to cheer.
Oof, that just spilled all over the place.
No. Did you make things wet?
Yeah, I need a cum stick for that. Or dripstick, cum stick.
Yeah, I'm dead.
That's a
I'm
disaster.
so dead.
What a
I need
disaster.
a cum stick for that.
Hopefully it's one of them proud moments so my wife is tuned in. If she did, she definitely tuned out by now. Thank you.
She's like, "Oh shit, Angel's on."
I know. Oh my god.
She's like, "I already know I don't want to listen to this."
No, she does. She loves
I still love you, wifey.
Love you, wifey. Big Sixers win tonight, 106-103 over the Boston Celtics. Sixers are like, what's that, 5 straight wins? 6 straight wins? 5 straight wins. My Sixers. Love it. I know you love the sports segment.
I was watching some SpongeBob about 2 hours ago.
Dripstick Bob. Ugh.
Actually, they do have a Doodle Bob, so I'm pretty sure they could probably make a dripstick Bob.
Probably can. I tell you, when this gets warm, it's nasty. Oof.
You don't like things. You don't like to swallow warm things.
No. Well, as we say in the industry.
You mean as Ange says on the Yo Show?
Right, pretty much. But that's what I mean. It's like an industry term now. We've got. Trying to take a look here. Trying to take. Because I got the Tuesday. I lost the Wednesdays. I had to scroll who was coming up on Wednesdays. And I lost it somewhere. Because I suck at this gig. Anyway. Next Wednesday. I'll have to go to my calendar here. Old man Jeffy. Oh, next Wednesday is a super goodie as well. A lovely artist that I found through the magic of social media. Country star Jordy Lovett is going to be on the show next Wednesday. She's been very cool. She's been sharing it all over, and we've had some great conversations. She's a beautiful, talented young lady on the program next Wednesday night. Jordy Lovett. And Tuesday night, Twist It. And Thursday night, Jeff rests up from all the drinking he does during the Yo Show. Isn't that terrific?
That's always fun.
It's always fun. Not really.
You could drink that Prime, but I don't think that Prime shit's good for you.
Her nephews drink the hell out of Prime.
I read something that all these younger kids were drinking Prime and they were getting really, really messed up from it. I want to say
Really?
a kid died or some shit. It's the levels in that are not made for a child.
Wow.
Yeah, Prime is actually, from what I've read, because my daughter tried drinking it because all the kids in her class do.
Yeah.
Prime is not good for kids at all.
Wow. But they love it. But I haven't really seen it lately. Used to see they always had a bottle with them, and lately it's going back to water. They do soda a lot. Most kids do.
Soda's
I
my
always did.
downfall.
Yeah. I'm weak for soda, like I am a beer. You got one in your hand, and try to bring more juice boxes in. There's stuff
Coke or
that's a little
Pepsi?
better. Coke all day,
Okay.
every day.
I was about to say, if it was Pepsi, we're hanging this conversation up right now.
Trust me, if it was Pepsi, I wouldn't have gotten married. My wife does not like Pepsi products at all. At
I
all.
don't
And I
like
don't
it.
either. Me neither. There is and the people with, there's no difference. I will do the blind taste
There really
test
is.
anytime.
It's
It's
sweeter. It's flatter. I do not like Pepsi. I don't. And it's funny because even when you go to Mountain Dew, I don't like regular Mountain Dew.
Ooh, I don't like Mountain Dew at all.
No, I like what the
That
hell's
red one?
No, it's the purple one and a blue one. I don't remember what
Ah.
they're called. Voltage and something else. They're good, but I don't like regular Mountain Dew, and I hate Pepsi.
Mm.
When I go out to a restaurant and they're like, "Oh, can I have a Coke?" and they're like, "We have Pepsi," and I'm like, "Yeah, no."
Yeah, I'll take a water. She does that too. First she curses. She's like, fuck. She said,
Yeah,
all right, I guess bring me a Diet
gross.
Pepsi. But yeah, I don't. And there's certain, and where we live, we're kind of close in the same area. I'm not going to name the restaurants, but there's a couple of restaurants we will not go to, or breakfast places there we will not go to because it's Pepsi over Coke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's days I like to go there. I like their eggs. I like their pork roll, but they got Pepsi, so we're not going there. I'm like, no, but wait. She's like, no, I want
No.
Coke. Yeah.
No, I don't want that shit.
Yeah.
I don't want that shit.
It is way too sweet. It does
It
taste
is.
flat. It's not
Yeah.
right from the get-go.
When you first, all right, for a can or a bottle, you first open it and you got some bubbles, and then
Yeah.
2 seconds later, it's just sweet flat ass.
And there's,
Bounce a quarter off of it, and it's literally just gonna fall to the ground. It's not
men,
gonna
there's
bounce back.
nothing good about flat ass. And I'm with you.
No.
So now we'll go back. We're on the subject because this is better than the topics I picked tonight. There's nothing good out there. Can or bottle?
I prefer.
Can wait. Okay.
Wait.
Let me
Glass
backtrack.
bottle or plastic bottle?
That's what I was just gonna say. Let me backtrack. Can, plastic bottle, glass bottle. You had to pick one of the three forever.
Glass
Or
bottle.
or fountain. Let's go for
Glass bottle.
glass bottle. I do love the glass bottle.
Hmm.
Yeah, that big bottle.
Plus, not only does it taste better, but it's also a better weapon when all said and done.
And that right there is what you want in your soda.
I'm not psychotic or anything, you know. You want to put cocaine back into my Coca-Cola, I ain't gonna be mad at you.
Shit happens in life. You know, the less you know, the better. Like when you tell people that Jägermeister used to be German cough syrup, and then you get the intellectual as to, yeah, but they took the main ingredient out. Don't ruin my fun, dude. I want to think I'm getting
Yeah.
bombed on German cough syrup.
Yeah, right?
Damn it!
Speaking of coughs, and this is like, you know, how I'm filled with a whole bunch of useless information, but can't retain things that I probably should.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
get coughs because I take airborne.
Well, yeah, that absolutely, duh. Um, do you know why marshmallows were originally created?
No, and I'm stoked to find out.
Coughs and sore throat is why marshmallows were originally created.
Sure, we're supposed to like swallow one?
Well, I don't know if you were supposed to swallow a whole one or chew it and swallow, but either way, that's what they were intended for. They were intended as a medicinal purpose, and it just turned
Wow.
out that it worked
They're
for other
delicious.
things.
Man, that's
Mhm.
I never knew that. I get so psyched for useless information. That you said useless. To me, that's very
I
useful.
have tons of useless information. I'm full of that shit.
Give me one more. Give me one more totally nonsensical piece of useless information.
Okay, useless information. Do you know that a giraffe is the only animal that has 0 vocal cords?
Really? That is useless. And man, that's impressive. You picked one too.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
And do you know that a lot of zoos, it's not necessarily useless information. It's kind of sad if you think about it because, you know, these people have taken care of these animals. But not all animals, but the majority of animals that die in a zoo, their carcass actually will get fed to carnivores in the zoo.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is sad.
Mm-hmm.
But resourceful.
It's sad.
but sad.
It's sad because, like, I don't want to say they're a pet, but like you're a caregiver, a caretaker for these animals. And it's like, oh, Biscuit, I paid attention and cared for you for the past 10 years. Here, Simba is going to eat you.
Wow, yeah, a little bit. And we know,
Resourceful, but like, damn.
I know how we are with animals, and like, I adore I always have. I've lost like 6. I adore them.
Yeah, I don't, listen, after Nico, I don't think I'll ever be able to do it again. That was just.
I get you, and there was no intention of bringing that up, but yeah, we love
It's
it.
brutal.
We love
And
it.
like, I saw something the other day on Facebook, and it's like, what is something that nobody truly understands until they have to go through it? And like, I lost animals, you know, when I was younger, like family pets. And it's like, I was a child. Like, did it probably hurt? Did I cry? Like, yeah, you know, it's a family pet.
Yeah.
But honestly, until I just had to make the decision to put my dog down, he was 14. One of the best dogs you could have ever possibly had, certified search and rescue. Like, he broke the stereotype for his breed. That's definitely something that I would never have even be able to understood myself. Like, and there's some people who think that I'm crazy when I say this because I've lost loved ones that I really cared about. But losing my dog, and y'all, if you think I'm wrong or whatever, that's fine. Losing my dog was the hardest thing I've ever done, even over people, because that love and that bond is so pure and unconditional. Like, they don't get mad at you because you couldn't answer the phone, or you didn't get home when you said you were going to, or, you know what I mean? Like, it is 100% the purest love that you can get. And I'm a mom. So like, even of my daughter, I've pissed her off. I've made her mad. She's had moments where she's absolutely hated me and just, you know what I mean? My dog's never had that. Like, maybe pissed off, like, oh, you threw that goddamn ball and I don't want to go and get it. Well, fuck you, I'm going to go pick it up and leave it here and look at you like, haha. You know what I mean? But it's like, that's one of those things that, like, unless you go through it, you'll never understand it. And me, 35, almost 36 years old, never realized that it is what it is.
I'm with you. And that's why, like, I get floored by people who are cruel to pets. 'Cause
I
they
can't.
are
That's so wrong to
they
me.
right. They're innocent. They don't know, and they don't have the concept of what you're even doing to them.
Right.
My guys are both rescues, and man, the love is like is blown away to love. For the
It's
first time, the other day, I actually like yelled at little Hannah. Like I yelled at her,
Aww.
and for like the whole rest of the day, she would literally walk by and go, just keep walking with her tail tucked.
Oh
I said to my
yeah.
wife, my God, I finally for the first time, I lit up and got angry about something she did, and she took it to heart and wouldn't talk to me. That broke
Hmm.
my heart. They
I
don't know
remember.
any better.
I remember. Like, not only do they not know any better, all they know is like your love, but they're so in tune and intelligent.
More smarter than they're given credit for all day
I
long.
I found out that I was pregnant with Willow because of my dog. Yep. My daughter's father would come in the door and he would give me a kiss when he walked in from work, just like any other day. And then out of nowhere, like my dog who wouldn't growl at anybody, he would walk in and go to give me a kiss from work, and my dog would start growling. And I'm like,
Wow.
something ain't right there. And then lo and behold, it turns out I was pregnant, and my dog didn't want
Man.
anybody near me.
Wow.
He knew even before I did.
Wow. And that's wild because like I said my
Hmm.
dog had a disliking for a former friend of mine, and we'll talk about this another time when you see the connection. But my dog hated this person. Like I
I
said,
already think I know.
why?
I already think
You
I
know,
know.
I kept thinking like, why? Why does my dog hate this person? And it turns out the dog's a genius. A
Seriously,
genius.
if my dog doesn't like you, I have no time to even bother to talk to you after that moment.
Wow. I'm with you.
Not at all.
Because I was blown away to this day, and I tell my wife about it, and she's always like, wow, yeah. It's just
I don't
incredible.
I don't think the human generation deserves dogs. I mean, some of us, yes, but in the generalization of it, no, we do not deserve them. Not at all.
Yeah, the thing that makes me feel good is we, both of ours, Henry, Hannah, both rescues, one from SPCA. That was Henry, who kind of went in by accident. Like he was a couple months old. He was a couple in their 80s. They couldn't care for him. He was too much for them, and they were going to turn him in. My wife happened to be there, and he's incredible. And then the little one, Hannah, the little girl, was in a farm, like an Amish farm in upstate New York. They said they thought she had a hernia. Was given away
Aw.
for cheap, so Cassie went, bought it. 5 hour drive out, 5 hour drive back, and yeah, she's a little bossy and bitchy and yappy, but
Do you hear the
yeah,
key word in that? She.
right, but they're adorable, and they're both just. I gotta think. I thought I had pictures up here. Maybe taking them down. I don't take down pictures.
I
of
mean,
my
I
own.
see them
Oh,
all
here we
over
go.
Facebook, but
There's that little Hannah, little smush face, and this was like this 4-way shot I did of
I
Henry's
love
first
his little
birthday.
Popeye wink.
Right, and that was totally right.
He's so cute.
He kept blinking his eyes, and I happened to catch him mid-blink by accident. And it looked at me
He's
and winked. I'm like,
winking at you.
and right, I'm like, I'm saving it for you. It's all these different looks. Yeah, man, how do you not, like, look at that. He is
That's
just,
so cute.
it's daddy's boy. We all sleep in bed together. I don't care what anybody says about that philosophy either. I love it.
It's much easier to sleep in bed with a smaller dog than it is a bigger dog.
Yeah, they're small enough. They do take up a lot of space for as small as they are.
Listen, I slept in a bed once with 2 Great Danes.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's a lot.
And they like to sleep where like all of their like forepaws are straight out.
All
Like,
dogs do, yeah.
it's like, bro, your arms are bigger than my entire body. Like, can we bend here? No, should I sleep in the cage? Because it's big enough for me.
There's nights with Cassie where she's like, nudging me, like, yo, dude. I'm like, would you see what your little boy's doing? He is full blown, stretched, and as little as he is, he owns half the bed. So I get it. Absolutely.
Oh, I can't sleep in bed with my daughter. Like, I remember she was, God, this is bad. It was either like right before her second birthday, right before her third. I want to say her second birthday. Yeah, because she was still like, had to wear a diaper like if we were going to pool or something. So like right before her second birthday, we went on this cruise. Me, my mom, my brother, my sister.
Oh,
Well, we had a king size bed. Me and my daughter split. Now, mind you, she's 2. Do you know how many times this little bitch kicked me off the bed and I landed flat on the floor? And I'm like, dude, you're this big. Like, how? She's like,
Who says you can't teach kids?
She's a bed ninja, man. She's
I'm a little bit of that, too.
brutal.
I do like my bedtime. And I do like my
Brutal.
space. We get a little kicky at times. Real quick before we go, because a couple things I always love to do. People always ask me what to do with my beard and how I treat it, etc.
With the dripstick.
Besides the dripstick, it is the great people at, well, close, the Moist Collective at www.rumoist.com. I know Angel loves this word. It is the Moist Collective beard products,
Moist
beard
is
butters.
my favorite word.
I love it. And I'll tell you what, you got to get one of their t-shirts. Great. Beard butter, beard oil, beard wash. Awesome. And if you go right now to make an order, put in Yo Show 20 for 20% off. Locally made. Terrific natural products. Great scents. Many varieties available. It is Moist Collective. www.rumoist.com. And we also have Sweets by Rye. Sweets by Rye. Sorry, don't get it wrong. If you get a chance, it is Jules' niece. She has a cookie company. You go on Instagram, follow Sweets by Rye, and you can actually make the order on Instagram, right on the message thing, and they'll get the order out to you. Terrific cookies, Sweets by Rye on Instagram. See, since you've been here, we just got a couple of people who want our product. Oh, I heard they're great. I'm so excited to get an order.
Cookies don't like me, but I like cookies.
I love cookies. I don't care where they land on my body. Make me a fatty. I want cookies.
That's why we only video from here up during the show.
No, you're so abusive to yourself. I think you look wonderful. There's pictures somewhere. Pictures of, there used to be a picture of you in a Ouija board costume. I thought there was, and I went looking for it the other day.
At the booby bash. I finally went through all that booze.
Real, I'm sorry, you won the booze thing. Oh my God, we had a benefit for my wife, and it was Halloween as well. One of us comes as a human Ouija board, with complete lettering. And she won like this major prize of like endless booze. That was like, oh my God, 3 years ago? 2 years ago?
Yeah, there was so much booze. And I remember like getting the wooden crates to carry it out in and driving back. And I'm like, dear God, please don't get stopped. Because the entire car ride, you hear clink, 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 clink. And I'm like, dear God, please. Because you got to think at the end, after I got my prescription, at the end of it, it was like, okay, Jeff, let's go and have a shot or two. You know what I mean? So we go and I think we had like 2 green tea shots. And I'm like, all right, we're going to go back. And all I hear the whole ride home is clink, clink, clink. And I'm like, oh my God, if a cop stops me, it's like, why do you have all this in the back of your car? Like, oh, well, you see what had happened was.
Yeah, I smell like it. I've got. Exactly. All right. Let's get the hell out of here. When you got to keep muting and looking around, it's time to get out of here. But I thank you so much for coming on with me. Like I said, we know very much that life happens, situations happen, but I love when you come on. I have a great time with you. I love you as a person too. Like thank you. And we'll
you love me more when I look like a human. I know, it's okay.
Right. Tonight I'm sexually attracted, and gotta throw it out there.
It's them fake eyelashes,
You do it better in jokes. When I said the jokes, she's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, she's repulsed by me, and I kind of love it in a certain way. So, joke's on her.
Dirty man.
Joke's on her. The more repulsed she is, the better I feel. Seriously, let's get the hell out of here. Massive thanks to Vividly Vixen, an awesome guest tonight. The banners, you can find her OnlyFans. By going to onlyfans.com, thank you, /Vividly Vixen, Instagram at Vividly Vixen, and of course, all her other good stuff, Vividly Vixen, www.allmylinks.com /Vividly Vixen, who I love and adore. I'm so happy she came on with us. A lot of love tonight. Angela, love and adore you as well. Let's play some music then out of here. We're going to do something different tonight. No catalyst to leave. We're going to play our good friends from Stealing Society, because I love these dudes. and it's a song called Evanescent Love. We're going to leave with that one tonight because it's great. And these guys are great. And Angela, one of these times, we're going to get you out to see these dudes in action. It's one thing you definitely got to do is come with us to some of these music events and have a great time. That's it for Yo Show Wednesday night. Angela, I'm Jeff. Have a great night, everybody. Angela, much love. Thanks again. And thanks, everybody. We'll see you Tuesday night with Twisted and next Wednesday with Jordy Love It. Have a great night. Bye. Be cute.
Nah.
Nah, hit the music.
Shadow on my shoulder, disrespect the golden rule. I live for your desires and I'm no one else's fool. I see the color of your palette, confused and mixed a shade of brown. Your deceptive brush shows that you're only reason keeping me around. I know you only want my evanescent dissipated love. Your jaded eyes are out there, evanescent, dissipated love. Well, I'm a sucker for compassion. I like to think this isn't just pretend, but there is no mistake. You only treat me as a means to an end.